Because that's what you're doing.
From the text line, an SD card is $15 and there's a Walgreens on the strip.
But he doesn't know how to do that.
You just pop it in and out.
Yeah, well, I'll go by Walgreens and maybe put a new one in.
There you go. Now we're getting somewhere.
But he can't do that because his time is spoken for. He's got that elevator.
He's got nothing till noon.
Yeah, I got time. First interview's at noon, so I got time to go to Walgreens and pick one up.
Why, sure.
Now, I'm not sure Kat or Doug saw this, but Iggy, there was a tweet from a gal named August Taylor, and underneath, above her picture, it says, "What Iggy said," and it's been viewed by about 15,000 people. Was she referring to you when she said what Iggy said?
I don't think so, but I retweeted it anyway.
That's funny.
Because it does say what Iggy said, and there's like 15,000 views.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe I've ever tweeted at her.
Respond?
Kind of like learn. So I don't know, but when I saw that, I said, yeah, I'm going to retweet it anyway and let people think I said something to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for your branding. There's no question.
Wait, who is this woman?
That's August Taylor, and she just put her picture of herself.
Are you
bouncing a little bit?
Why don't you put her on your docket today and get to the bottom of it?
No, I don't know who she is.
All right.
But he retweeted that she said what Iggy said.
I retweeted it, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know any other Iggy. Iggy Azalea, Iggy Pop.
There you go.
I tweeted it, but
chances are it's you.
Kat, I can't today. I got so much today.
I understand. The elevator thing.
I've added Mr. Skin today. I saw Skin yesterday.
Are you gonna? Some would say act in a fraudulent manner by pretending like your colleagues and you have nothing against him.
Who, Skin?
He likes Skin. Skin and him are tight.
No, he kills him on the air, but he did tell us a story that
they're tight.
That Skin said, "No, I hear you kill me," and he's like, "No, I've been a big fan. Respect your work."
Again, you need to listen to the show. That's Captain Jack. That's Captain Jack we're talking about.
All right, my bad. I stand corrected.
He and Skin are tight.
I will step down.
Me and Skin are tight.
Yeah.
And Captain Jack, we had a nice conversation yesterday. He was up in the media room, and Biff was talking to him, and yeah, so Captain Jack's here.
So Skin and Jack are different. That was my faux pas, Doug.
Yes, Mr. Skin is.
Next time, help me out, Doug. Don't let me drown.
Are you holding out any hope, Iggy, that you might meet that special someone while you're out there this week?
No,
someone in the industry?
This isn't the place to meet somebody, Doug.
Oh, you've given up hope on that completely? None of these girls you might strike up a connection with?
I don't know why you ask some of these questions. I really don't.
Well, these are the girls that you like so much and that you...
Yes, I like talking to them.
Right.
I want to date them.
Like the one he almost found in Jupiter.
Right.
Yeah, what, you telling that story again?
Yep, we got that earlier.
Not early.
Well,
so you never know.
I was about 8 scotch deep, so yeah.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your
He's
fault.
coming over for breakfast. I'm staying up.
I might miss my flight. I might stay here.
So when the awards are tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night. Red carpet. I got to ask them because I would love to Facebook Live the red carpet.
Right.
I got to see if I'm allowed to do that or because of contractual stuff with Showtime. And I think I find out today if they're going to give me a sit-down later on with Cardi B.
She's a real celebrity.
Yeah, she's performing.
She's
time.
performing at the awards?
Yeah.
So she's a singer, right? She's very popular.
Well,
so if you get that, to me, that would be a real scoop because you're like, yeah, I got this interview no one can get with
Cardi B.
Cindy Flem or
Cindy
whatever.
Flem, yeah.
This would be something that I would be very proud of you for.
Yeah, Cardi B would be huge. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but they're looking into it, and that's Plowsy's favorite. So
Plowsy loves some Cardi B.
Let me know.
Oh, yeah, she's fantastic. Certainly
Yeah, well, all these girls I talked to yesterday said one of the things they're looking forward to is seeing Cardi B. I don't really know much about her, but
I don't think she's not necessarily your style of tune.
No, I don't listen to any of her music, but...
Right.
Well, if
it's a big star, I'll sit down with her.
And she got the nod.
I don't know much about any of these porn stars.
She got the nod for that coveted spot performing over Los Lonely Boys. I heard it was close.
Yeah, I don't think they're Christians. I don't think they would be involved in this.
Probably not. But if you ask somebody if it's okay if you Facebook Live it, the answer will be no. If you just do it, they'll probably never know you did it. But if you ask for permission to do stuff like that, almost always the answer is going to be no.
Well, I always ask. I don't want to. I love the people at the AVN. I don't want to upset them anyway.
Great
No
piece.
reason. Yeah, I mean,
What about doing a Periscope on your phone? They would never know you're doing that.
Well, I don't want to do anything that I can't. That they don't want me to do. I don't want them to find it. Look, they follow me, so they know what I'm doing.
Hey, he don't want to mess up his annual trip with Biff. No reason to do
They
that.
listen to the podcast.
Sure they do.
They don't.
I still think you might meet that special someone while you're out there.
All right, Doug. I'll work on that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Angry, you have yourself an awesome day. Thanks for the autographed picture of Brandy Love you got for me. And have a great day at the tables and have a great day with the ladies.
I will, and if there's anything else you need, Jay, autographed, to let me know, and I'll try to find it for you.
You got it, my man.
And good luck with
Take
the
it easy.
Tascam situation.
Yeah, I gotta get. Thanks for the Walgreens thing. I don't even know what it looks like, but I'll figure it out.
All right, brother. See you.
All right, thank you, Iggy.
Oh, boy.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
Doug, I don't have the time for it. We got to get right into it. They're not happy anywhere.
It's 7:09.
7:10. They're not happy about that.
Oh, who cares?
Just best of today. That's from Brad and Boca. Somebody's unhappy with your politics. Nate in Tallahassee. We're gonna pass on that though. Then in my phone, is there anything more on brand for the fan page than a poll complaining about the golf video being too long and the golf video being too short? And Doug, would you say, yes?
Yes, the video. Is it up?
But I was about to say, I don't think it's up because I saw Joey. So how is there... I don't understand the text.
I talked to Joey literally yesterday.
I did too.
About 4 p.m.
So did I.
I think it was right. You were on the call. I was walking out and saw Jesse and Joey. And I'm going to stop by there, I think, after the show.
You're completing the golf video. Or is the golf video up and it's too long and too short?
I think you said it's mostly all done. He wanted me to check it out, so I will.
Oh, well, you go by then. He asked me to do it, and I said, sure, I'll go after the show.
Well, he said everybody. I mean,
well, if you're going to go, you don't need two people and they're looking at a video.
Well, I mean...
Pepper and Jeannie, Doug, will be handling the final cut.
I think that's
when you know it's going to be a fine-tuned edit.
So how do they know if it's too long or too short if it hasn't even been released?
Well,
I don't understand.
They're pre-complaining.
Oh.
It's a pre-complaint?
I
got to see what's going on here.
Well, as we learned yesterday, these people are just jealous of us.
Doug, it's
weird.
That's what that's
Yeah.
the poll
Yeah.
about the video that may or may not have been released is about envy.
Jealousy. Facts are
bless
facts.
America.
And the fact is, we're cute.
Yep.
We're cute even when we're not wearing eyeliner or makeup. I mean, we roll out of bed, and we're hot items, and people are a little bit jealous of that.
Well, I don't think they listen to the show and listen to the entire thing before they put these polls up. The poll went up and said, are you jealous of Pepper and Jeannie? The poll,
This is a different poll. How many Gallup polls are there?
Well, it
Enough
had
for a
nothing to
bunch
do
of
with Pepper and
sass to get
Jeannie.
excited about.
It had to do with the people that text in and bitch.
Oh, I do see the poll.
It had nothing to do with everybody on the fan page. So you put a poll up and you ask all the people on the fan page, well, what? Chances are we weren't even talking about you unless you text into the show and bitch about everything. So there should have been like 7 votes on that thing because there's only like 7 people.
Name the people.
I can't remember their names. Oh, if you call in and bitch all the time or texting and bitch all the time,
Call
it's
in and
about
bitch
you.
right now. I see people are already ready to
Damn pay.
636-9004 TMA Steve Schmidt Kia North County phone lines. Text in Engineer Design Facilities text inbox 314-881 TMA5. Email in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. It is the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Olin Toyota, sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour. For a Munganess Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown update, Jackson, the event at Torrey Pines. Doug, is that the Farmers?
I don't know who's the sponsor.
Farmers Insurance. It should be a close one so far.
They teed off on Wednesday, so we can find out already how many players from each squad made the cut.
Oh.
I think we both missed one.
Is Jackson here?
What's up? So I just got a new phone yesterday, so I have to re-download all my apps.
That's a happy day, isn't it, when you get a new phone?
It is awesome. I was 6 models behind. I had the iPhone 8 and I
Yeah,
have the 14,
nice.
so
That's what
I'm
I
still
have.
getting used to it. So I got to re-sign into everything, re-sign into my social media. So let me re-download the app, and I will give you that information. Toot sweet.
Okay.
All right, Doug.
I don't know the numbers, but I know that as far as the totals, but Doug and I both have one missed the cut.
Oh, you got 5 out of 6. Not
Yeah.
bad.
And
Not
I've
bad at
got-
all, sir.
I've got 3 in the top 15, and then you're right below me. So I think I'm
you
winning.
you guys are doing well.
I think I'm winning, but it's close.
All right. Doug, the poll is, now that the release of the Nagel video is imminent, how do you feel?
What about what?
Like this is a life-changing thing that's happening to
I want to
people?
make sure I read that right. Now that the release of the Nagel video is imminent, how do you feel?
What are the choices?
And then the choices are yes, no, super relevant as Chris begins his run toward the senior tour, define imminent.
Well, I feel okay, I
And
guess.
now I see the comments. If this clip is more than 5 minutes, I'm not wasting my time. And then somebody says, if it's less than 5 minutes, it's been a huge waste of everyone's time.
Oh.
So that's where it's the...
Well, if you think it could have
All
been
right.
less than 5
There it
minutes, that would be.
I'm a little confused. Is yes or no a feeling?
Doug,
It isn't. No, it isn't.
you
Isn't
posted the
feeling.
poll, so...
I didn't have anything to do with this poll.
How you feeling today, Iggy? Yes. It's
Better-
it's not a feeling. So what
No,
kind
it
of answers
isn't.
are those?
Doug, we have ladies calling in, as we knew we would, as we head to Jamaica, and they want to join us, and that's the bottom line. Vianney's hottest mom starts things off this morning on the Steve Schmidt
Oh.
North County phone lines.
Okay.
The audience is unhappy about the start time. The audience is unhappy about the call video.
Shut up. We're starting at
The audience is
7:15
unhappy
on
about the
Thursday.
Plowhawk and Iggy saying they're jealous.
We're starting with Raby?
Where we are. Oh, is Raby Vianney's hottest mom?
No.
Okay. Good morning, Vianney's
why do you
hottest
guys-
mom.
Why do you guys always think I'm Raby?
Well, why did you call and say you're Vianney's hottest mom?
Because I am. Once again, I'm up here trying to get my kids ready for school, but I don't know, enjoying the show as well. On a, not to be too sad, but on a somber note, it is nice to all day. It's nice to hear Jay's voice again. I miss hearing Jay.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
He was
That is
great
fair.
in the Kid and Cross one, too.
absolutely. I wanted to call in. Have you guys seen all these Car Shield ads during the Cardinals and Blues games?
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ryan
I'm
O'Reilly, Pat.
Vivica A. Fox.
Absolutely. And I'm trying to understand the business model and the logistics around these. And I thought, given your media experience, you might be able to help. So you've got, in an ad in St. Louis, you've got, a hometown kid, Maroon, Ryan O'Reilly, and Ric Flair. Do you think they brought the three of those together just to film commercials for kind of a not an enormous TV market? I mean, I just don't understand the business model there.
I've wondered that too. I'm sure Maroon and O'Reilly are together. I wonder if Flair is just edited in all the time.
No, they did it together.
He came to do that too.
Yep. I don't know if they shot it in St. Louis, but I know they were together when they
Oh,
at least one of them I know.
yeah. Well, I guess they did. They probably do it in a lot of different markets.
Yeah, I live in Chicago, and I commute down to St. Louis every day to take my kids to Vianney.
Oh,
And we've got Patrick Wisdom and Ian Happ on the commercials up here. And, during Patrick Wisdom's Cardinals career, I often predicted he'd one day be a celebrity spokesperson.
hmm
But so do you think they aired the ones with O'Reilly and Maroon in Tampa? Because they don't know who O'Reilly is.
No, you just said it. Each market has their own local sports celebrities.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ric Flair's probably
you know,
making a fortune on it.
I guess, yeah, they must be. I'm surprised that O'Reilly and Maroon want to mess with it, but I guess it's probably some easy money. But I'm surprised that there's celebrity, spokespersons in general. Have you seen I am so tired of, if I see Paul Giamatti as Einstein one more time, I'm going to
Oh,
lose
I got
my
to tell you
mind.
something. I couldn't agree more with you, Vianney's hottest
I don't
mom.
get it.
I figured
Brilliant.
that was just because I'm on YouTube TV, and they just run
Yeah, it's on a lot.
geo-specific commercials. It's she just left Saturday Night Live. What's her name? Cecily
Cecily Strong.
Yeah,
Cecil
and
She's one of my
Bill.
celebrity
what is
crushes.
Paul Giamatti? I would think is above that. Wouldn't you?
Well,
Yeah, you
they
would
pay
think
well.
that,
Those
too.
national commercials pay very well.
I know, but I mean, if you've got, I don't know, maybe I'm off the mark, but I mean, you kind of get to a point where you don't need to mess around with stuff. But who knows? Either way, I share your feeling on that, Vianney's hottest mom. I'm surprised.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm shocked after Billions and everything. Paul Giamatti wouldn't need to do that, but hey, I don't know that. I'm now just trying to understand the business model of these commercials a little better. Anyway, I just wanted to call in about that. Thanks for your expertise.
Oh, no problem. Vianney's hottest. Anything you want to complain about?
He just complained about the commercials.
Oh, okay. But that doesn't have to do with us. I
No.
don't think.
I didn't see that call coming.
I tweeted about a commercial yesterday.
Well, there you go. That's why the call came in.
Probably you saw my tweet.
Which
well,
one?
I was tweeting about the Capital One with Slash. And I commented that I like the girl who does, wait, you're in. And I tweeted at her, and she said, thank you.
How did you know?
Heck
who
of a
it was?
story. Heck of a story.
I looked her up because I kind of thought she did a great job on it.
Oh,
Stop. You're in. That's all she said.
I don't know the commercial.
Yeah, God forbid it was a hijacking. We talked about commercials, and I talked about a commercial.
The Einstein commercial was kind of clever the first time you saw it.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? I mean, I haven't seen a commercial played at that volume. And by volume, I'm not talking about the sound, but the number of spots.
Yeah.
Burger King's really working it.
There was a time when, yeah, that's a nice play, Jackson. That's a really nice
It's
play.
all over social media.
There was a time, Doug, you weren't there yet. I don't know if you were there, and Plowhawk and Jackson were in elementary school. But at KFNS, it wasn't doing real well. Now, I know that might catch people off guard.
Yeah.
And this is like 15 years ago.
The fat thing that all the jocks were taking.
Oh, This was a barber shop in the basement of the Chase Park Plaza called Cutters and Company.
Oh, yeah.
And they must have had about a $1.5 million ad budget.
Really?
I mean, they were on everything. And I remember going to meet with them. Nice enough people, but there were 3 chairs in the barber shop, and I thought to myself, I'd love to see how you guys ran your P&L projection on this.
I wonder if one of the salesmen might have been getting free haircuts.
Yes, possible.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my God! I mean, it was in the early stage of the death spiral, one of many death spirals that there have been, but this was the 2006-2007 death spiral.
I will give Einstein all kinds of credit for E = MC squared.
Nice.
But I don't need to see the commercial on 10 times a night.
But it doesn't. It's terrible.
It must be everywhere because I've been watching.
E = MC squared. That's not terrible.
I didn't say. I said the commercial.
I've been watching Parks and Rec on
Equation is
Peacock. And Peacock has it on like every commercial break.
No.
There's the Einstein commercial.
Here's a commercial for you now. Clorox, drink it. Thanks. That's from Timmy the Tickler, your favorite texter. Doug, you wanted him to win last year, but he didn't win.
I remember a time when there was a bunch of Chevy commercials on, where a guy who had won American Idol was singing, "I'm your vehicle, baby." Remember that one? He was on every damn commercial break he was on.
I miss the commercials where they're like, when they're singing "Like a Rock." Oh, like a rock. Remember those commercials? Like a Ford commercial.
You talking
where
about
they're
Bob
driving
Seger?
up like a
yeah,
mountain.
yeah.
Oh, you got Alan Jackson, I think, with Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hated when playoffs were on TBS because you didn't have to hear that Practical Jokers commercial every time. A show that wasn't even funny.
You didn't like it.
That is my favorite. Watching like a big football game with like a national like Jim Nantz, and he has to read a promo for like this new show coming out on CBS. I think it'll last like a half a season.
NCIS New Orleans.
Yeah, and have to like get excited about it, have to get the audience excited about it. I'm thinking, I bet you they hate doing that.
Guys, can you help me understand this commercial's business model? They pay well. Great. Thanks for the help. Thanks. I tweeted at a commercial yesterday, and apparently that's not a cliffhanger. It's the entire story.
It is.
I actually got to check this.
Well, I see that commercial every day, too. And the more I watch it, because she's got kind of blue hair, she's got straight legs, Converse on.
What kind of legs are not straight?
Straight leg.
Straight leg jeans on.
Did she have legs akimbo?
She was kind of a rocker chick.
Oh.
And I kind of like how she did it. Stop. You're in.
And you DM'd her?
And Smash goes, that's cool. Everybody talks about Smash, so I said, I'm going to give this girl a little love because she's good in the video. And I found out who she was, and I tweeted at her, and she said, thank you.
She gets like 2 likes.
Well, yeah, well, she has 1.7 million followers on Instagram, but so I did a little
3,000 on Twitter.
I did a little digging on her, and
Did you?
she's been in some shows, bit parts, but she's been in some shows. So it was no big deal. Sometimes people like a little love.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's talking about Slash. I said, I'm going to give her a little love. So she probably felt good the rest of the day that somebody had noticed her in the commercial.
That you did that for her.
That's all I try to do.
You're a people pleaser. Yeah.
I try.
Okay.
I'm looking to see if she's in any more commercials.
Doug Mark Hanna's a people pleaser, and you call him the great
Certainly is.
communicator when
No,
he
Ronald
addressed
Reagan.
millions in Berlin. And what was that?
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
That's Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth.
That wasn't Mark Hanna.
He's now working in the finance industry in St. Louis after addressing the East Germans and the West Germans in a memorable speech, and he's taken his talents now to St. Louis to be in the financial industry. That's why he's the great communicator. 314-889-0503. Everybody needs a financial advisor, and if you want to feel better about things, get on the phone with Mark Hanna. 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreenstl.com. He presents Jeremy Rutherford every Wednesday here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. And after the Blues absolutely pounded the Coyotes last night.
No, they lost.
Okay.
They took a 5-0 drubbing.
Dude, they got to fire sale it within the next 48 hours. Just absolute fire sale.
Jeremy Rutherford is coming in studio for Balloon Party. It was an
yeah.
emergency. Jackson, I hope you're all right with me calling an audible at the line of scrimmage.
I guess I'll have to scrap I forgot what I called it today anyways.
Usually it's the 6-shooter.
Oh, that's right. Pew pew.
Yeah.
We still have time for the 6-shooter.
Jeremy Rutherford, I texted him. I said, hey, you on with anybody on 101 today? And he said, he's not. And if I want, he can come in studio. I said, God bless America.
Hell yeah.
I know they're going to be banty down the hallway.
Sure.
Hell, they're going to banty here.
The club got gobsmacked.
They're terrible.
But the Coyotes, it's expected to be the Coyotes and Bruins.
No, Coyotes aren't any good.
Nice arena, though.
Nice
It
uniforms.
looked like the Centene Center. It sat about 4,000 people.
And they're still, we're about 500 in there.
Yeah, they're still not selling out.
No, Darren Pang said a couple times he was afraid he was going to talk so loudly that the players would be able to hear what he was saying.
Doug, did you like the Coyotes sweater? What color was that?
I couldn't tell.
I love their unis, though.
I still
was
had
that
hope.
brown? Was that orange? Do you say orange? Do you say orange?
I say orange. I still had hopes for the club until the 7-game homestand when they lost 4 out of 7 and played so poorly against the Blackhawks and Buffalo, and it felt like that they kind of sensed it too, because that was, I don't know what that was last night. That's the low water mark of the season for sure.
That's when you start trading people.
I think the Blackhawks game was the moment where they go, oh, crap, we had some momentum, blew that, then you go down 4-0 to Buffalo, and then to lose 5-0 to that group. I mean, holy crap, it's a whole thing. And I saw there was a little discussion on the Twitter tweets regarding Vladimir Tarasenko and Craig Berube arguing on the bench, and Chris Kerber was talking about it with Vitali.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're watching on television, you can hear or see about that. But something to keep an eye on there, as number 91 most likely is enjoying his final 15 or so games in St. Louis, be my guess. What about number 90?
I
Though?
would
Did you see
think
Jeremy?
so.
I don't know if we talked about it here. I know he talked about it on 101 yesterday. Rutherford's article on O'Reilly did an exclusive interview with him, and O'Reilly says he wants to sign an extension, and they have started some conversations on that. Did we talk about
that's
that
awesome.
yesterday?
No, we didn't. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but-
I'd love to hear that.
It's like the worst time to do it for.
I cannot imagine the Blues doing that.
Yeah, I don't
cannot
get it.
imagine the Blues doing that.
I just like him so much personally.
Yeah, but you can't give them 7 or 8 AAV for 5 or 6
No, I don't
years.
think they would. I don't think they would.
So you don't see him doing it either.
Not at that price. If it was,
He's vocal in the interview saying he would take a discount.
yeah. If you get him for $3 or $4 million, absolutely.
Oh, you're not getting them for 3 or 4 million.
Well, if it's
I know
5
he's
or
an
6 or
aging
7,
player,
then no. Then no. Probably not worth it. But if it is a reasonable price, sure, I'd love to have him back.
Hey, Tim, those Coyote sweaters are brown eye brown. You're intrigued. Do you lick them?
Oh,
Thanks, that's the recovering alcoholic. from
we just
Belleville,
didn't need
Michigan.
it.
Those are terrible.
We were talking about their sweaters.
Oh, I love.
So I mean, it was a topical text into the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox.
Ugh, they're awful.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a top 5 uniform in the league.
Those Yotes sweaters looked like they were washed in Tupperware that had spaghetti in it. Thanks, that's from the Lake St. Louis Island boy.
Tough to
Pause
get
that.
the spaghetti stain off of there.
I couldn't disagree with you. I think these are in the running for top 5 worst.
Well, I didn't mean those particular. I meant their whole set of uniforms.
Oh, no, they're all awful.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we got an argument here. And Doug, less than 24 hours before we leave for Jamaica, in which we're all going to swap bodily fluids, this is dangerous for the orgy if Jackson and Plowboy aren't going to participate in the orgy. I was really counting on you guys.
Oh, I'll do an orgy, but I'll be in my Clayton Keller jersey.
You will be.
My dad was Clayton Keller's principal.
Nice.
Oh, fun facts for
there's
He's
the
a good
connection.
player. He's a good player.
That's a bond you two can have.
Yeah.
Jackie and Darren have finally found a way to bond.
Guys, can you imagine having so little to do each day that you feel the need to look up a D-list commercial actor and tweet at her for attention? What a busy fellow. That's from Bobby Big Wheels,
Well-
and he's in area code 336.
Just try to be nice. Sorry, Bobby Big Wheels. I love Big Wheels as a kid. We'd go down our street and tip over.
Was that the one with one big wheel in
No,
the front,
no.
two little ones? That
Sometimes you could have brakes on them. Oh, you were the bee's knees if you could afford brakes on your big wheel.
No, we used our feet.
Yeah, we didn't have brakes in our day, Tim.
Can't even imagine.
We were lucky even to have wheel. The wheel had recently been invented.
You'll see brakes in the central corridor.
I would imagine so. Yeah, where they value their children's lives.
It's not there now. They chopped it all down, but where I lived on Lewis Avenue in Brentwood, there's a big hill right in front of our house. And then off to the right, it was a big thing of woods. And we would go flying down the hill in this big wheels, and if we turned to the right, we'd run right into the woods. As a little kid, you didn't care, but come out of there with thorn bushes all over you.
Oh. You drove right in the briar patch.
Yeah, then he tore it down.
God, that tweeting at the woman from the commercial thing is so creepy in caps. Thanks, Tim. Love you. That's from Brian Hench and Doug. He's covering Jeff Saturday, who's going to be the Colts head coach despite going 1-7.
Well, explain to me how it's creepy.
Brian Henson, the phone lines are open, 636-9004 TMA. Steve Schmidt, Kia North County phone lines. Calling in.
A girl did a commercial. I thought she did a good job.
Yeah.
I'm sure not anybody is tweeting at her. She did a good job. She probably made her day that somebody noticed her in the commercial and said, oh, he liked me in the commercial. It took 5 seconds out of my day.
And she had straight legs.
Straight leg jeans, she had Converse on. Typical rocker.
Well, you probably made her day. You did a fine thing.
Well, I'm sure she felt good about it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she dropped everything she did and started running around the neighborhood. Somebody liked me in the commercial.
Probably not.
But she probably read it, just like if I do something and somebody said, hey, Iggy, great job, really liked it. Thank you. Makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Plowsy is going to hate Plow Jackson in this orgy. That's from Nipples the Bull.
Oh.
What?
Over the Yotes sweaters? I hope it doesn't come down to that.
I already forgot. We were arguing about that. I'm ready for the trip. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, just preparing my body for a nice nap on
Doug
the
and I
plane.
both got up at 3 in the morning today, unintentionally.
Well, we weren't together. We were just two different beds.
Okay.
Like the Cleavers.
Yeah. Hugh Downs. Hugh Grant.
Hugh Beaumont.
Hugh Beaumont.
Hugh Grant was there?
That's correct. Barbara Billingsley always had a pearl necklace.
Hugh Freeze.
Nice. I think we just had our Mount Rushmore Hughes.
You know what I do want to do? I think it'd be good. Oh, man, I don't know if I actually want to do it. Never mind. It'd be good video content on the planes. We do have salmon at the house. So I wanted to cook salmon tonight and then bring it into the plane.
Sky picked the salmon.
Wait,
5:30 in the morning.
At 5:30 in the morning. Wait till you get to cruising altitude and open that container full of salmon.
It
And
needs to be kind of warm, too, so that the smell wafts over the other
No,
passengers.
remember, we're on the plane, too.
I got to get that vacation
Yeah, let's
started
do
off right.
Right when it starts, too, so they can simmer in it for 3 hours.
I haven't packed yet. I can't get my ticket to download.
Here we go, Doug. Here we go, Doug.
Passport was
Here
just
we
the
go,
beginning.
Doug.
I can't. I did everything it said, and I scanned it, and it just said incomplete.
Well, if you're not ready when the Vaughn taxi arrives, we're going to have to leave without you.
That's fine.
Meeting an old Dungaroos player. You did tell your neighbor that that van it does not need to be towed correctly.
Yeah, well, you can park in the driveway.
Nobody's putting their home on the market the next 5 days.
What's going on with this neighborhood? Vaughn just bought a 1978.
Start a compound.
So that'd be fun. A nice little. I mean, it'll be me, you, Iggy, and Madison in the same car.
Yeah, and you'll have the salmon with you at that time?
I don't know if I'm gonna do it. That's just an idea that came to my mind
Okay.
that I thought would be funny.
I imagine if you opened up a can of salmon on a plane that had freshly been cooked, it'd be like that scene in United Airlines where they came on and just beat the stuffings out of the passenger. Remember that? Dragged him out, beat him up, dragged him out.
I think you'd have cause if someone opened up warm salmon on an airplane at 5 in
Yeah,
the morning.
there's not a jury that would
salmon.
convict him.
I think it's great this 5:30 thing. Everybody's having a coffee and maybe a McMuffin.
I don't want a McMuffin on there either.
Maybe some Brussels sprouts with the salmon.
Ooh, what about some brine to spray?
Ooh, yeah, a side of tartar.
Well, you'll have what you bring in here every day in your carry-on, some cupcakes and some donuts and some...
Well, I fit everything in my one carry-on. I think I'm doing two I can do a carry-on in a stow bag, right? Like a backpack is a stow bag that can fit underneath, right? My backpack could be snacks.
Oh.
I'm going to dump in...
You need that many snacks on a 2.5-hour flight?
Well, just for the week, too, I want to...
Oh.
I doubt there are many Twizzlers and Ocho Rios. I doubt there's many honey buns or,
Probably not.
Yeah, so I want to come prepared with...
But there are restaurants you can eat at. Maybe you won't need all the snacks.
Well, Doug, I'll have meals, yes. But
You can
this
have
is
both.
a little night time.
Okay.
It's a third world country, but they cater to Americans. You're going to a hotel that's going to have things Americans want to eat. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
like they don't have those things. They fly them in.
Well, I'm not a typical
They don't grow
American
'em there.
in the cuisine. I eat Twinkies, and I don't know if that could be first on their list to order. Now, in terms of the restaurants, we did look, and they look amazing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What kind of dishes do they have, boy?
Smaller menus, but everything on the menu is really good.
Give me
Saw
some
the-
examples,
Saw the
please.
conch fritters.
Oh, conch fritters.
Saw some crab
How many
cakes.
conch fritters do they give you?
And what size?
Better be 10 nice size.
Give me I don't know why I did that because I knew I had to. I should have been more prepared. But they have, filet. They got a lot of fish and seafood menu items,
I bet that'd
obviously,
be
and I
good.
love that.
Oh, me too.
I absolutely love that.
Well, there's 17 restaurants, so you have
Correct.
to figure out what you want
17 restaurants?
Yeah.
Was this place huge?
It's got two sides to it.
Is that right?
Yeah, you got to pretty much take a cart over to the other side.
Is that right? Oh, holy crap! I didn't know that.
Because they had their one hotel, and they bought what was next door
Oh,
on
is
the
that
other
right?
side.
I
So now it's
didn't
like
know that.
there's an ocean side, and then I guess it's
You got
called...
this itinerary right here. Have you looked at the itinerary?
I have
Doug, have you
not.
looked at your itinerary?
Have.
I'll get my itinerary.
Well, now that I know that there so many people you think stay at the thing, what do you think?
I don't know what the occupancy is.
Because the more people, the better the chances that the over covers, right?
Oh, I agree. If I'm not having any luck on my side, just take a cart and get to the other side.
You'll
of
just wander over there and show yourself off?
Go over there. Yeah, I hear it's beautiful over there. So
What will you be wearing?
I don't know, Doug.
Oh, that question bothered him.
It did.
Well, he wants me to say nude, so...
No, I thought maybe you'd have a sarong or something.
Yeah. Now, you won't have this problem at the hotel. But if, like, Plowsy and Madison or wherever you go out to Ocho Rios and you do a little sightseeing and you stop at shops or something, for the most part, they will put both prices on whatever you're looking at. There'll be a Jamaican price and a U.S. price, because Jamaicans shop there, too. But a lot of times...
Which is cheaper?
1,000 Jamaican dollars is worth like 65 cents American money. So a lot of times, not a lot of times, but what some shops will do, they won't put the U.S. price in there. They'll put a Jamaican price in there. And if you're not paying attention, they'll say, $1,000? And the lady goes, no, man, it's not. That's Jamaican money, man. It's only 50, which it would have been like 650.
One U.S. dollar is 153 Jamaican dollars.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Jackson. There you go.
What is it?
$1 in America is 153 Jamaican dollars.
Yeah, I said 1,000, so it's like 65 cents for 1,000, something like that. But a lot of times they'll try to screw you. No, man, it's not 1,000. That's Jamaican money, man. It's only $30 for you. When it should be like 650.
Yeah.
So if you're not really paying attention, oh, that's better. Yeah, I'll pay the 30.
But they accept U.S. money.
Yeah.
Bring your own ketchup. Jamaican ketchup's like jelly. It's from the
Yes.
total package.
Yes.
So you're bringing your own ketchup?
But I've been the only time I've ever been out of the country was on a cruise, and I went to Jamaica.
Is the only time you've been out of the country, really?
It's the only time I've ever been out of the country.
You're probably the only guy who ever went to Ladue and graduated and has only been out of the country to go on a cruise.
I'm few and the proud. And I ordered fries or something, and the ketchup was it was not ketchup. It was it was like this sweet. It was gross, terrible. I hope they can import some Heinz or something.
Well, it's a shame Beer Cat can't go with us, and he could marry some of the ketchup and make it right.
Chris Raby has an observation on Iggy's tweet to this actress.
Jesus. What's worse, me tweeting or you guys looking it up and then commenting on it? Jesus.
I, for one, enjoyed Ken's heartfelt words he penned on Twitter about this is about the past year at Hubbard.
Oh.
Was this something you did yesterday?
No, I did it on January 4th when we were there for a year.
Even if it read less like words from the heart and more like words from a ransom note, threats scrawled across the back of a scrap of paper riddled with grammatical errors and unsettling misspellings, then pinned with streetlight in the town square, the list of demands piercing the last hopes of the loved ones of the victim. Even if it was definitely more like that, I still enjoyed it.
I know one guy on there. I had to block him.
Who?
I don't know. He responded. Like anybody cares?
Oh, blocking.
Well, then why you're commenting on it? This isn't for you.
No.
It's just me. Happy that we've been here a year and thanking
When did
Hubbard.
you this was on January 4th? I gotta
Yeah,
go see this.
when we were there for a year, and then I blocked him, so the comment's probably gone. I've blocked so many
Does that
people.
work? If you block somebody, the comment goes away?
I think so.
Doug, is that the way it works? 'Cause I know you lead league in blocking. It's just like Kempi Mutombo.
No, I block him and then never hear from him again. I don't go back and look. One strike and you're
But
out.
that was his comment. Who cares? Why are you commenting?
It's still up there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it goes away for you because you blocked him, but for everyone else.
Is
Oh,
my
it was
comment?
Bobby Winston. You know Bobby Winston?
Bobby Winston.
Wow.
No.
So, yeah, you can follow him at Bobby_win_1989.
I'm not going to follow him.
Great name.
And he doesn't have a picture. I'm surprised.
This guy that I blocked had 0 followers. 0.
He still has 0 followers.
Okay.
He probably joined like on January 3rd because his old account was probably, I would assume.
He's following John. He's following KSDK News, so he's younger, and John Burkett,
Oh,
who Iggy is also following. He's a professional bowler.
Yeah, he used to be the former Giants pitcher, John Burkett, and now he's a.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he just won a PBA 50 tournament last year, I think.
I feel like our timelines are drastically different looking.
we're not related, by the way, me and John.
No, you're not.
Iggy responded to Bobby Winston again, Doug, at Bobby_win_1989.
He's looking for his first follower.
Iggy said, "Then why are you following me?" And Bobby Winston said, "I'm not."
So how would I pop up on your timeline? if
Could
you're
it be a
not following
bot? You think it's a bot?
Me? The only way you saw
The
it is
answer to
if
the
you-
question is he follows you, and then he switched to his burner so he could crap on you.
Okay.
And there it is. Any other questions?
No, I don't know.
Otherwise,
I don't know how it
I got other things to tend to.
I
Here.
don't know how it works.
I don't know. Well, I'm not telling you that's how it works. I'm just telling you that's how that one worked.
How do people sleep at night knowing they log into like multiple burner accounts on Twitter? Like, to me, it's such a psychological weird thing to do. To use, like, literally take time to create a fake account and then just go scorched earth on people. It just is
Makes
so,
them feel better about themselves.
It's so
I
weird.
guess.
How though? It's so
Hitting
weird.
the nail on the head.
Yeah. A lot of people's best friend is their phone. They spend all day with it. So to say it takes time to do it, it doesn't because they're always playing on the phone.
No.
That's all they have.
I just think it's so odd.
You know.
You ever go to concerts where nobody watches the show anymore? Everybody's got a phone up, just filming the show.
Yeah.
I can see doing a song or two, but people just got the phone up the whole time. Don't even watch the show anymore.
The people that Snapchat an entire concert, though, that's a felony. To me, that may be some community service. It's so annoying to have to sift through 500 videos. And honestly, if you're sitting in front of somebody that had their hands up the entire time, it's the most annoying thing ever.
Doug, Brad and Boca had a text that stirred the pot earlier. I don't recall what it was because there's been a lot of pot stirring here in this Munganess. St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. But Brad and Boca is on the line to talk it over here. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. I wasn't upset. I just asked the question. It was 7:10, and I said, "Are we just playing a best of today?"
You were unhappy with the start time of the show. Plowhawk, what would you say to Brad?
Deal with it.
There you go. That's our customer service department.
Hey, I've been to Sandals Ocho Rios. It was actually my honeymoon, and even though I'm no longer with that harpy, it wasn't Sandals' fault.
Harpy?
What do you mean by harpy?
Harpy. She's demon spawn.
Nice.
Demon
What was the problem?
She's a pathological liar.
Was there infidelity, Brad?
No, but she's not a nice person. I found out over the years, and yeah. So the honeymoon was amazing. I'm going to give you a couple pro tips for going to Sandals Ocho Rios.
Yeah, let's hear
Okay.
it. Pro tips for Sandals Ocho Rios, where we will be in 29 hours.
So One of the first nights, either Sunday or Monday, when we were there, they had a little pop-up restaurant that was on the beach. That was our favorite meal. The flounder and mahi-mahi at any of the spots was amazing. But one cool thing that I don't think a lot of people talk about is the bartenders at Sandals. They have an annual competition where they have, like, bartending skills and I think, like, best drink. And so each of the bartenders at a Sandals resort has his or her own signature drink. And most of them are amazing, way better than Boring Red Stripe. But
Iggy, your beer just took a shot.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't go on vacation and order umbrella drinks. So I'm out.
No, they're
You're too
they're
tough for that.
Good. They're legitimately good. So try them, and you can take one sip and say, "Yeah, give me something else," because it's all inclusive, so it doesn't matter. But sample all of the bartender's drinks. There was one guy, he was named after one of the characters in Romeo and Juliet. I think his name was Montague, he called himself. Oh my gosh, I had 10 of those over the week, and they were so good. And finally, the like late night snack bar that's there. You can go anytime, 10 p.m., 1 a.m., whatever, after you've had some of those mixed drinks. The burgers on the grill on the beach at night, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
We go on a walk on the beach and we have some burgers and we rob and feed them to each other.
I'm not doing
with
that.
Waves crashing on our torsos.
Grease just sliding down.
Bill's
inserting
grease.
your navel.
That sounds like Burt Lancaster in From Here to Eternity.
How long ago were you there, Boca?
Oh, we were there for a week for the honeymoon, and it was
No, how long ago?
The highlights of the whole marriage, really. So.
How long ago?
Well, it's been a hot minute, but like 15 years ago.
So there's a chance that all these things you're telling us aren't there anymore.
Or better.
Yeah, but some of those things don't change, Iggy. And you've said multiple times that you've never been to a Sandals resort, so I'm sure you're going to tell me I'm wrong.
No, I haven't.
Right back to you.
Well, I can't wait to get down there and meet Montague.
Yeah, so, it's fun time. So I'm super jealous. You guys are going to have an amazing time.
Would you take the over-under of 2.5 of the 5 members of the dais engaging in coitus while in Jamaica, Brad?
Here's the thing. You will find some Canadian nationals that are super sporting.
Really?
Yeah.
Canadian nationals.
You like
Why
that,
do you
Doug?
say
Canadian
nationals?
nationals.
Why do you say nationals on the end of that?
Well, so, you will bump into a fair number of Canadians that go down there for vacation. And after they've been stuck inside all winter, snowbound, when they hit the beach or the club or the swim-up pool bar, they're sporting.
But why did you say nationals? You said Canadian nationals.
Canadian residents, Canadian lasses. Is that better?
Or tourists. Are we American nationals?
Sure.
Nice.
All right.
I will say when we were down there doing the broadcast that April with Stully and Ladd, we had 4 Canadian girls that came.
They came to follow
You
you
took
guys.
pictures, yep. Mm-hmm. We've heard the story.
So, Brad.
Well, I'm agreeing with you. That
Brad!
I've had some experience with Canadians down there. So that was at Hito. It wasn't at Sandals.
I would kind of think Canadians might act the same one resort to the other.
Well, you never know.
I'm just telling you where I was.
Okay, don't get crestfallen.
Doug, it's crestfallen.
I'm looking forward to meeting Montague. He's probably there from 15 years ago.
I wouldn't be shocked. Those are probably jobs that you covet.
I would
there.
think, yeah.
I'm trying to hook up with a girl from Banff.
Banff. There's several F's on the end of the
Well,
word.
Brett, thank you so much for the phone call and the update on how things were in 2008. So, Doug, there it is. We will look for Montague, and we will rob and feed each other burgers on the beach
He
at
didn't
1 in
say
the morning.
anything. He didn't say anything about Robin feeding.
Dude, I'm double fisting burgers on the beach.
Are you?
2 of them.
Lit the
Good morning,
hell
Brad.
up.
Try my signature drink. It's bleach on the beach. That comes from Montague. Also known as the Crystal City Clam.
I wish we were getting away text of the day. Now we get it.
Good morning. I've been laid twice at an all-inclusive resort, and both were Canadian. I'm 5'6" and pudgy, so if I can do it, Jackson can. That's from Josh, Bob, Bill, and Dougie lives in the same building as Keisha Gray. Jackson, how does that make you feel?
Hopeful.
God, I'm so bullish on the over.
Are
I feel like the number could move up because I feel like the house is going to lose on 2.5. But then if you get to 3,
you'll be just fine.
I think the 3. What do you do there? You're risking paying the juice, and you're really counting on Iggy. But I think Iggy could do some work.
I'll tell you what, Saturday I'm going to punch my ticket.
So where?
To Pound Town.
Oh,
What, like you're getting it out of the way?
Not getting it out of the way. It's just I can guarantee I ain't going to hit till broadcast day to wait to get down.
oh.
Hello.
Why would you wait until
Hello,
is
plunge pool?
is the show an aphrodisiac for Madison?
No, I didn't know if that's when the the competition.
Oh no,
start,
the
right?
moment from the time we're there until the time we leave. That is when the sports book opens on the over/under of 2.5.
Yeah, you can have sex on the plane. It counts.
Who's going to do that on an American Airlines flight?
See a gal in customs. Hey, honey, we just landed.
Good morning. Jackson's going to impregnate a tubby from Wales.
Oh,
That's from the Hunchback of Vaughan Castle.
Wales is the right area, but no, I will not be. I will not become a father from this trip.
What is your ideal female? What have you found that you're attracted to in your career?
Dark hair, taller side. Not tall per se.
What do you consider to be the taller side?
5'7" or taller.
Okay.
And then tanner skin, kind of offset the pastiness of myself.
Right.
you like a heavy smoker?
Non-smoker preferred, but
Heavy smoke.
I don't judge heavy smoker. And then of course, good personality. Nice hands. I like nice hands.
Nice hands. That's a
Athletic-
lesbian thing.
athletic,
JD the
and
lesbian
that
told me
cool?
that the lesbian community, they look at hand size. You know that?
No.
Yeah.
Jackson, you're not a lesbian, are you?
Clip that off.
I am.
What
She
are
said
the
I'm a
hand-
lesbian. I said me too.
Nice.
Does she have to have a nice cheek?
Cheek, unimportant. Doesn't, I'll take any cheek, really. But yeah, I think that's dark eyes. Not like, like brown eyes. Brown-eyed girl.
Bags under the eyes?
So basically,
Minus
Cheryl-
the height thing, he's talking about Lisa Ann. I'm just telling you what's going on right now.
God.
I was thinking Cheryl Swoops.
Also Cheryl Swoop.
Cheryl Swoop.
She's athletic.
Yeah.
She's tall.
Tall, likes basketball.
Got dark hair.
Jackson, have you and Lisa Ann been in any contact?
No.
When is the last time you had contact?
She texted me on New Year's Eve saying Happy New Year's.
Doug, did you get a text from Lisa?
No.
Iggy, you get a text on New Year's Eve from
I
Lisa?
think so. Or nice New Year's Day, maybe. I don't know. I get so many, I just don't know what.
Oh, sure, from big stars.
I
Yeah.
mean, I can check.
The Virgin is going to be a virgin a week from now. He has no game, even with Lisa Ann teeing up the opportunities. Doug, that's the worst in Woods Wacko.
Such a hater. Unbelievable. It actually must be exhausting waking up and hating so much. Have a little faith in the kid.
Have a little faith in the kid. I like that. I do.
Thank you. Yeah.
Worse than Woods Wacko, we could. I don't. But I mean, how do you have?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I would bet him. I would.
Yeah.
I really would.
It'd just be an awkward spot if, I don't want to be in that spot for you, so I wouldn't bet it. But
I'm confident with Iggy too.
I think Iggy can. I absolutely think because I think
Like if I
people are
had
out
a
there to
nice amount of
experiment.
money on it, and Lisa Ann then would get involved in it, yeah, I think we'd get things across the finish line.
Iggs, would you do an MMF?
Clip that off.
He's asleep.
Would I do an MMF?
Yeah.
It depends who they were.
Are you propositioning him, Jackson?
No. No one I know I will never engage in group sex with someone I know.
That's a good policy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
it's
why.
a blanket policy, if nothing else.
That's why I never hooked up with any of the beach loafer guys. And I had the opportunity.
You were interested,
Well, and girls.
and you got emotional before delivering.
I threw guys. Guys means girls too. But a couple of them came. How come we never hooked up? And I said, no, because I've known you guys for a while. I don't want to do this with people I know.
Yeah.
So I could have, but I just.
Well, sure, you could have. I've never been to this place. I can't believe it's a wild and crazy swinging.
There's a
single
speakeasy,
scene.
bro.
Dude,
there are
there's a-
foam parties at 4 p.m. every day. Foam parties.
There's a jerk shack.
Yep.
That's for the chicken.
Literally the first thing I'm gonna hit after I hit the room.
It's chicken.
I'm hitting that jerk shack hard.
Are you?
dude. Yeah. I've never
Okay.
had jerk chicken, so I mean,
Oh, it's good.
no.
Guys, I think we might have a Jim/Nadia and American Pie situation next week with Jackson and Lisa Ann. Premature on deck. That's from the 314.
No comment.
What, are you going to put the video camera on? We going
And
to
if
watch?
that does happen,
No.
that counts.
No, I will.
It does count. It does
Hell
count.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it does.
She initiated.
Orson Woods Wacko if you want this bet. Guys, is it weird that Ken's entire Twitter like feed is basically every one of Learn's tweets? Also take the under that Orson Woods Wacko is definitely under 5'7" and take the over on 250 pounds. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven. I didn't know he was sideways with
No.
Orson Woods Wacko. I thought that was Mr. Licks.
Probably
Hugo
part of the
Pop.
Piddles Army.
The Piddles Army. The Piddle Patrol is what they call it.
Yeah, looking out for me.
And for you to know that, wouldn't you have to go to every tweet that Learn tweeted and look to see who
No.
liked it?
You can go to your page. I'm on it right now, and you can just go to your likes.
And how does it look, Plowhawk?
It's
Well, I like a few of her tweets. So what?
it's a lot.
Oh, no.
So what?
Pepper
I'm
turns
not
on
mad-
Genie.
No, I don't care. But I would recommend Tim if you want to, or somebody else wants to go to his likes.
All right.
So that could be just seeing. I'm only
Doug,
seeing.
I'm going to
the
go to
portion of it.
Iggy's likes while
Okay.
you tell us about our title sponsor who said, hey, I only sponsor the show if you guys read each other's likes on the air.
Everybody likes Ryan Kelly, and they really like his VIP refi program. Interest rates are up, but that shouldn't stop you from buying a home. With the housing market returning to normal, now is the time to strike a deal on a home that would have been unheard of about a year ago. You can make up for that higher interest rate with a lower asking price on the house. Sellers are looking to make deals right now. Reach out to Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert, to get yourself pre-approved for your dream home today. And with Ryan's 10-day closing guarantee, you'll be in your new home faster than ever. When interest rates come down, and they've started to come down now, you'll be covered as part of the VIP refi program. After you make 6 payments on your mortgage, they will refinance you to that new lower rate with no fees. VIP refi with no fees when you work with Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert. Find out more about this program at thehomeloanexpert.com.
Doug, I am going through the likes and of Iggy's last 10 likes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 are
Well, well, they're kind of tight.
And when you shoot 80% from the field, and if you keep going down, I'm not kidding. I think
I stopped at the 10.
there's another batch underneath. It could be another 8 of 10.
Well, he's kind of sweet on her.
I did. I was thought they were kidding, so I wanted to make sure and go look. And the first thing I saw was 3 Learns in a row.
Is
Like,
80%
oh, no.
too high?
Might be a little high.
Speaking of Pocket's Twitter antics, how about him tweeting a dolphin to Learn's tweet about body hair? Creep-tastic. What does that mean? Tweeting a dolphin to Learn's tweet about body hair.
Well, I guess it's smooth as a porpoise.
Ah.
We've talked about that on air.
Yeah, pretty simple.
That's from Randy Character.
Oh,
No, actually,
Right in the middle of a show, texting.
they're on a break.
Anybody comment on that? Creep.
no.
I don't happen to see. I didn't see that tweet. I would have liked it.
Chris Raby says, I think this was a scene in Making a Murderer.
Someone did reply to the dolphin tweet. The Twitter account is Buttmilk Boy.
Oh, what does that mean?
God, there's so many.
Up to your own interpretation, it's just a picture of a skeleton with long hair.
Nice one.
Virgin Pringle is about to go full sauce boss and make Lisa Ann forget about Young Gravy. Once Jackson releases all those pent-up swimmers, it's going to be like Old Faithful up in here. That's from little Tommy Tribbins, who you can see out there just driving in circles on a trike.
Jackson could be in one of those spots to where everybody dreams that they could be in.
You're damn right, Plowhawk.
And I'm not just talking about getting with Lisa Ann, who's a legend in multiple different industries, one of which being the porn industry. But if you can pleasure her, and she's flying you in and out of New York coming to visit.
Wow.
You know,
I
buying
think
you
we're going. I
gifts.
think we're way ahead of ourselves.
No, I know.
Way
I'm jumping. I'm way jumping the gun here. I'm just saying how it could go. This first night in Ocho's Rios could really be that table setting to what could be a very naughty, fascinating few-month little fling. with
This
Lisa Ann
scenario
Jackson.
sounds like something that someone would have written into that lady who gives away the support packs.
Oh, Deidre?
Where the letter starts by saying, I was a radio producer at HD2 in St. Louis, and this beautiful porn star asked me if she could share a room in Jamaica at the
She's
resort.
48. I'm
Sure,
24.
Sure she did.
And I finished in 10 seconds. Is there a problem?
Oh, if that
Say,
if
no,
that
that
happened,
never happens.
If that happened, Jackson, head up with
Overly
pride,
covered.
because like
I truly think that if you wanted to hook up with Lisa Ann one of those nights you're in the room together, you could.
You can't speak for her.
Right.
I just said, in my opinion. I'm not speaking for her.
I know, but don't put that on her.
No, I did. When she said she was going to the AVNs with Young Gravy, I don't know if I said it on the show or said it after the show. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I know I said there's going to be problems here with Young Gravy. And sure enough, after the AVNs, in the last few weeks, I've been looking at a lot of the porn stars' Twitter feeds to see, what they did down there, whatever. And there must have been 15. I'm talking Jill Cassidy. I'm talking KS Library Girl, Kendra Sutherland.
KS
I'm
Library
talking our girl,
Friend of the show.
girl
porn
Katie
name
Cush.
now?
Oh, yeah.
Latrina?
All have pictures with Young Gravy in their group.
Oh, wow. Young Gravy made his way around.
And I thought that's what would happen.
Plowboy has some weirdos in his mentions yesterday. Holy yes. I've had some run-ins with similar TMA dorks. It astounds me how little some people have going for them in their lives. That's from Indianapolis Star columnist Brian Henshin. What happened with your situation yesterday?
Was it on
Paul?
Twitter or? Shoot, I don't know. Like on Facebook, they started talking about like the kid thing that we discussed, but it didn't get violent or anything. I don't know. That's a good. I mean,
Did you have a tweet like on Drink yesterday or something?
I don't know. Damn, I lost like 24 followers yesterday. What did I do?
No.
Was it the Cardinals promotion thing that you were tweeting about?
Is everything that is funny staged now? That's your most recent tweet.
Oh no, I don't.
And that's
know.
the Duquesne.
Yeah.
I don't think I have said anything controversial in a while.
What a great cherry on top to the off season. This is what they truly care about. And then you quote tweeted the Cardinals promotions meeting.
Was that kid walking out there with the food staged?
Yeah.
Really? I thought maybe he just got lost. He was looking for
Well, you need a
seat.
ticket to get in.
He's looking for a seat.
But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Henshin. I don't know where the.
It's all right. You tweet to your heart's delight.
I mean, I get
Say
grilled all the
whatever.
time. I don't care.
No.
How many of Learn's tweets did I like?
8 of the last 10 of your likes were Learns.
Oh, I missed 2.
Bob Ramsey and Donnie Fandango. Those are the other 2.
What can I do?
Well, yeah, you like what
lucky
you
guys.
like. Yeah.
Hey, Bob Ramsey likes a lot of my tweets. Is he a creep?
Doug?
I
No,
like when
I don't
Bob
think
sees
so.
my tweets and he likes them. Hey, Ramsey liked it.
I'm 5'7" with a great personality, and I also have great breasts. Sup, Jackie? That's from Steve in Wildwood.
What's up, Steve?
There you go.
You like it when the guys call you Jackie?
Nobody calls me Jackie, so I guess it's nice.
This resort is going to be 99% couples. No one is getting laid that's not already in a relationship.
Yes.
That's from the 314.
That's what I believe.
I'm hoping it's all couples.
Why?
What do you got? The under?
I just think I got a better shot with couples than I would with a single woman.
Oh, gee, Christmas. You think you can break up a honeymoon?
No, because there will be, I'm sure there'll be some swingers there. And if there aren't a lot of single guys there, he's the only one. Let's go ahead and get him.
What's the tell that a couple is swingers?
I don't know.
Do they wear,
Mr.
like,
Smith,
pineapple?
somebody was texting in yesterday. It was Mr. Smith, wasn't the Swing Haven board member, and he said a black ring on the right hand.
Oh, come on.
Have you heard of that, Iggy?
Well, this isn't a swingers resort, so I doubt if even swingers were there, they wouldn't want to promote their swingers at a non-swingers resort.
Jackson, just to be safe, I'll put a pineapple in your check bag.
Oh, did you? Upside down?
If I bring this tropical fruit, this spiny tropical fruit,
Take a
through,
third of my suitcase just to set it next to my beach chair.
leave the Mevo camera, and just take the pineapple.
You can walk up and down the aisle of the plane, let everyone there know. Just with
Take it
hold
to
the
the back.
pineapple out.
No, I mean, if they would have to come up and talk to me. I can't just pick out a swingers.
I thought you had like a sixth sense to this thing.
No, I don't.
Well, with your chiseled jawline, there'll be a lot of young women when they come up to
I don't
you.
know how many young women there'll be there.
I don't.
I mean, I'll take a 75-year-old at the bar by herself.
You would?
Yeah, I don't know how many
she's
blue
close,
hairs.
close to my age.
You know?
Like Jennifer Coolidge and White Lotus.
No, not that. Just the personality would turn me off. I can't get my room key in. Do you have any soothsayers?
Oh, there's always that sound at the end of the sentences.
I need somebody that reads tarot cards. He dumped me again. God, she got so annoying in season 2.
And she won some award for that. Didn't she win the Golden Globe?
She did win the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can text in, as many are already doing this morning, 314-881-TMA5, Engineer Design Facilities text inbox. You can call in. Steve Schmidt, Kia North County phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Already had one female call in with Vianney's hottest mom.
Sounds like a man to me.
Vianney's hottest mom. And, of course, you can email in Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. We're giving away Adam Sandler tickets for February 10th at Enterprise, so the winner gets a hell of a prize. Jaguar, and Jaguar can win today with a win. The morning after at InsideSTL.com can win the month, I should say. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Online at DesignAirService.com. Doug is a client. I'm a client. Say, friends, why don't you become a client as well? If you ever run into any furnace issues, go to DesignAirService.com. You'll immediately click on the Book Now tab, and you will have a service tech out there quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Online at DesignAirService.com, the official HVAC provider of the Ryan Kelly Morning After and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. And, Doug, I see next week it gets down into single digits a week from today for the low, 9 degrees.
I saw that.
Oh, heads up.
It's ugly.
So when you have an issue with your furnace, go to DesignAirService.com. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. 8:04 in St. Louis. We close out the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Urban Dictionary defines thirsty as purposely, knowingly, and recklessly attempting to gain fame to boost self-esteem. So, are you thirsty? Well, TMA has you covered. Become a part of the 2023 TMA Listener of the Month Club. You nominate yourself for a monthly award. And if you win, you get recognition and stuff to help you satisfy that insatiable thirst. We're talking January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, etc. Go to TMASTL.com or the TMA app. Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information. Tell us why you deserve to be TMA Listener of the Month. And if you don't want to use your real name or photo, we don't really care. The TMA Listener of the Month. Get recognized just for being you, or fake you, or whatever. Quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila with Milagro in the morning after on KPNT HD2.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., and another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com, the most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that's always a great time to gather at Rosalita's. Why not start off with a happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m.? Enjoy happy hour specials including $3 off of appetizers like the wildly popular Carne con Cerveza, marinated steak cooked to order and served on a sizzling skillet. The patio is heated and covered, plus Rosalita's offers live music on Thursdays and mariachi every weekend. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
Metallica in the round. M72 World Tour. Live from the 50-yard line of the Dome at America Center. Metallica. 2 nights, 2 different sets. Friday, November 3rd with Pantera and Mammoth WVH. Sunday, November 5th with Five Finger Death Punch and Ice Nine Kills. Get access to preferred tickets with your city card. Single-day tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Metallica. Presented by Blackened American Whiskey and Liquid Death.
Metallica coming to St. Louis Friday, November 3rd with Pantera and Mammoth WVH. Then November 5th with Five Finger Death Punch and Ice Nine Kills. 2 nights, 2 different sets. No repeat weekend. Single-day tickets from Metallica's M72 World Tour on sale Friday, January 20th at 10 a.m. You can win tickets to the Sunday night show. Metallica in the round at the 50-yard line. 2 nights, 2 different sets, 2 different opening acts. Listen on the TMA app and at TMASTL.com for a chance to win tickets. Hey, TMA boys and ladies. Throw on some beads and celebrate Party Gras at the DB's Tent in Soulard, Saturday, February 18th. Party under the huge heated tent on the parade route in Soulard with a premium open bar, tons of private restrooms, and in and out access. Hello. Live music on the 360 Vodka stage from the Teenage Dirtbags, Mod Sun, and the Nitty Gritty Dirtbags. Giveaways on site courtesy of Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse. Must be 21 or older. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details and find the link to purchase your tickets for the Party Gras DB's Tent in Soulard at dbsportsbar.com. Brought to you by Jameson, High Noon, and Randall's Wines and Spirits.
Doug Vaughn here alongside Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert. Ryan, a lot of people right now need cash, and they need it right now. What can you do to help them out?
You're not lying about that. You know, a lot of folks out there have a low interest rate, maybe a 3%, and they know rates are high now, but at the same time, they are struggling to make their monthly payments on credit cards, tuitions, car repairs, whatever it might be. There just isn't enough money to get through the month. And we hear about, you know, how much everything costs so much more now, but is your salary keeping up with that? Is your pay? Probably not. And that's why you are where you are, and you're not the only one. Folks out there are battling credit card debt like never before. In fact, Doug, I read an article earlier this week that credit card debt in the U.S. has now topped $940 billion. That's great for those greedy credit card companies, but not for our homeowners. There is a solution. It's a cash-out refinance. While your home is worth probably the most it's ever been, tap into that equity, pull out the cash, and get caught up on everything. Learn more today by visiting thehomeloanexpert.com.
The can't-miss golf event of the year, the St. Louis Golf Expo, giving golfers their first chance to see and swing new clubs. Get the lowest prices of the year on name-brand clubs and equipment from the industry's leading manufacturers. Test out new clubs on a free indoor driving range, lined with expert reps from top manufacturers in the game. Complete in the skills contest for great prizes and enjoy free lessons from top pros. Plus, take advantage of a fully stocked 19th hole lounge, St. Louis Distilling tasting room, plus special areas for kids, golf, fitness, and other exciting activities. SSM Health welcomes the St. Louis Golf Expo, February 3rd through February 5th at St. Charles Convention Center. Get 10 rounds of golf and more while they last. Shop the huge Pro-Am golf sale. Check out PXG, Bushnell, Ping, and other big-name brands on sale. The St. Louis Golf Expo. By the way, you could win tickets. Find out how at tmastl.com. Now, back to the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
So good.
It's in your eye.
Doug, you remember SAC?
Yeah.
Board operator
Sure.
extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
Just sent me a text.
What do you say?
My phone is becoming its own text inbox. Maybe we can get that sponsored.
Sure.
Literally in that commercial break, there was a commercial for Pepper and Genie advertising a podcast every day.
Oh.
We going to bring that back? Just poking the bear. Have fun in Jamaica. That's from
Oh,
SAC.
Zach. Okay, Zach.
Oh, we're going to keep playing that promo. If we don't, it'll just be me and Doug sitting here.
And the fact is, you can go listen to one of those podcast episodes every day.
Yeah,
right?
it's not a made-up promo. There are still episodes. I mean, if you've never heard How to Stay Cool in the Summer, you have no idea what you're missing.
Do you have any stay warm in the winter tips?
That's
That's
once,
coming up.
Yeah, once the few 100,000 comes in, that's when we start to. That's the first episode.
Hey, Darren, if you're too lazy to do a 10-minute show, at least have the work ethic to remove the Pepper and Genie promo. I'm tired of it. Love you, babe. That's from Jenny Talia.
I don't think people realize, like, the more they say don't do it, like Sinbad, I'm ready to play
him all the time.
I'm ready to play 20 hours
Non-stop,
of Sinbad.
wall to wall.
I'm ready to play it to the end of time.
Mm-hmm.
How's Facebook, Plyote? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Is this from the 314?
Plyote?
Plyote. Plyote?
That kind of works.
But people
Well,
said
can people see that you're on Facebook on the camera? Is that what that means?
I don't know, but somebody posted 11 hours ago Ken Earhart on guitar at Hammerstones.
Well, he's quite a guitarist.
Dude, I had no idea he had that sort of skill set.
There's a lot of former weather people that have become big stars. David Letterman, Pat Sajak, Raquel Welch, they all started.
Raquel Welch was
started in local weather in San Diego. Yeah.
Holy moly. Boy, forget about it, huh?
No, I think she's number one all time in my book.
You ever seen Chasey Lane in the oil scene?
No.
Getting a Tabby Dodd in studio.
No, I saw her. I saw her in person. I'm going to stick with Raquel. I think number one all time.
I heard the promo for the sandals giveaway. It's from Sparky Pfeiffer.
Oh,
what does that mean?
I don't know.
Like,
Pfeiffer wants to go.
I don't know. I don't just...
What is like? I don't know what promo. I'm looking at what we just played in break. There's a Metallica, a Mardi Gras.
Get off your phone! That's from the 590 management.
Well, if it was 590 management, they wouldn't be awake right now.
At any moment in time, what percentage of Americans are on their phones?
Well, they do screen time. They give you an average.
I bet it's 20 to 25%. You think?
Oh, it's at least
maybe more.
I think it's 8 to 10 hours a day for a lot of people, especially a lot younger people. Like that grew up with cell phones.
Yeah.
We grew up, I was able to entertain myself without the phone. I love the phone, but it doesn't need to be the end-all, be-all. But if you add iPad into that equation, it's screen time in 10 to 12 hours, I bet.
No, we didn't have phones when I grew up. In fact, I went to school with Alexander Graham Bell, so, he had to invent the phone before we could even use it. Yeah.
He stole the idea from you, Doug.
Yes, he did. Certainly did. And he ran with it and did quite well. Have you ever seen that article? I think it's from the 50s or 60s, where some guy with AT&T was featured, and he talked about how in the coming months we'll have phones that are portable that you can move around, and you'll be able to actually see the person on the other end of the call, and you'll be able to call from anywhere. And there might even be like an adding machine on your phone. You might be able to take pictures with your phone. He said this like 50, 60 years ago, and just nailed it right on the head.
Yeah, I've seen like 90s sitcoms where they have like the video phones where it's like that tiny little screen.
Oh, the Jetsons nailed like almost everything. Outside of living in space, they nailed
Microwave
FaceTime,
oven.
they nailed working from home, they nailed all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I didn't really like the show.
Flying cars is a little off.
Yeah, look, I didn't say 100%. I think there's a talking dog or a walking dog that walks on two legs. I don't know.
Flying cars may happen at some point. I could see cars hovering over the streets.
We can't even make
no friction between a tire and a road. I could see them hover over the streets.
They're driving themselves. They're
No
parking
way.
themselves.
No way. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, some
Why?
companies have
Not for another
cars
100 years.
hands-free driving, where they're just going down the highway and the guy's talking to his wife and the car's driving itself.
Yeah, you
seem upset.
No, I just think they're at the very early stages, and I would not trust taking a nap on 40 in my vehicle.
No, I wouldn't
You
either.
can't take it. You have to have your hands on the steering wheel.
No.
That's how it works. Your hands have to be on the steering wheel. for it
And
to
what's the point? At that point, drive.
Well, there would be a big point if you were drunk, or sick, or blind, or disabled, or too old.
I don't think you could be drunk and still do that.
Well, we may get to that. There may get to the point where, I mean, you'd rather have the car drive than the drunk drive.
100%, but yeah, I think if you're behind the wheel under the influence in any situation, you're going to get pinched.
I could see the time coming where you just type in the address on your phone and sit in the car, and off you go, and it'll drop you right there. I don't think that's too far-fetched.
Be awesome. Hovering would be awesome.
Your thoughts on hovering, 314-881-TMA5. You can also call in on the topic, Steve Schmidt, Kia North County phone lines. It's the Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hours. We broadcast from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Appliance Discounters. If you're in the market for an appliance, look no further than Appliance Discounters and their 80,000 square foot warehouse full of GE appliances. Everything is priced to beat the competition, and that's what they do. Doug's a client there. I'm a client there. Just got a dishwasher from them in the last month. TheApplianceDiscounters.com. It's the Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hours. We broadcast from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Last time we broadcast from the Michelob Ultra Studios for a week, Doug, will be in Jamaica on Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We fly back on Wednesday. We arrive late Wednesday night. The show will be a best of on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we are back live in studio on Friday. The Michelob Ultra Studios. There is the itinerary.
Yeah.
And then you're on vacation in the Hamptons the following week.
Following Thursday, Friday.
You in Tampa?
Dallas.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Gonna go watch the Mavericks or the Stars?
Gonna go see my brother and his wife and a niece whose child is being baptized.
Oh, God bless.
One of our kids is the godfather, and so We have all kinds of family down there. So.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Told you, at my age, I'm taking all the trips now. I got to go see the relatives.
Good for you.
I don't know how many of these I got left. So when it comes up, I'm going.
Seize the day is what I say.
And I'm just thankful I have 17 weeks of vacation to be able to do all
You got 17.
Yeah. I sure do. So that's nice.
Iggy's reading the itinerary, so your bait is not catching the fish.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I can do both.
All right. Anything on there that you like or dislike?
No, I like where most of it says radio guest welcome. It doesn't say radio guest must attend.
So you do not want to attend any of these? I think that means, I honestly think it means for like...
You're plus one.
Right.
Yeah.
Doug, your son, me, and Plowhawk with our
radio guest.
Significant others. Your stag. Jackson. Doug, would you consider Jackson stag, or does he have a guest?
I think he has a guest.
He has a guest?
Yeah, I think we're all doing the event, right?
Yeah. She's there with him, I guess, as his guest, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I
What do you
read
mean you don't
somewhere. Well, I read somewhere where it said some of the things that one person from each show must attend.
I think it'd be very romantic on the
So,
catamaran.
I mean,
tour
they're
for
not
us.
like dumb things. They're nice things to do.
Is it too late for you to get a guest? Like if some gal said, hey,
Yeah,
can I
think
go
so.
with you?
I think so. I don't think we can book a ticket that quickly.
What if we could give away a
Or
trip
else I would have reached out to Dillian.
to like a 25-year-old, bi-curious, local lass? Everything is paid for. She gets to stay with you and then experience the joys and pleasures of our upcoming Jamaican orgy. How
Well,
does that
I'm
sound
pretty-
as a little contest.
I'm pretty sure, and I think she's 25. I'm pretty sure.
You've already got this arranged.
No, I'm pretty sure I could have got Katie Cush to go. Plowsy, what do you think?
This porn star would have gone with you.
1,000,000%.
All right. Well, you having a treat, bro?
What in the
Yeah.
world did you just stuff in your pie hole?
It's a, what is it? Man, I'm high. It's a coffee cake, sorry.
Coffee cake.
Those bad boys are dry.
For some reason, this one's moist as all get up.
Is it moist?
I got another one you got to look at before I eat it, Jackson. You will be blown away by
Yeah,
how
let me get
bomb
my
these look.
peepers on that bad boy.
Iggy, why don't you just
sick.
ask some listener's wife? That's from the 314. I'll be Iggy's plus one. That's from her first name is Peg, and then the last name is Diaz.
Oh,
Bill's wife says, hi, Tim. I fit that description perfectly. That's Bill's wife.
okay.
Sparky Pfeiffer says, I know a girl named Katie with the last name Initial who could go. Ellen, ask caller Ellen to go with Iggy. That's from
Yeah.
the 636. See if the girl from the commercial you tweeted at yesterday is available.
We
A
should
lot
have
of
been doing,
choices just like that.
should have been doing this weeks ago.
I didn't want to bring anybody. Why do you think I'm not sleeping with Lisa Ann?
What if Dillian would have
want my
said,
own
sure,
room.
she'll go?
I would have brought Dillian.
There you
But
go.
why does she have a sleep apnea machine? So why does she the hottest girl on the planet, but she's
You think
snores?
Dillian might have the CPAP?
No, I'm just throwing out a scenario because you do hate snorers. Obviously, with the Joe Rod situation, you love your sleep.
You don't snore with a CPAP.
Well, okay, let's just say that Dillian snores a bunch. Would you still?
Yeah. Like a bear.
I'm curious because it is a one bed. I mean, there's really nowhere to go.
Like Joe Roderick.
So I guess
that kind of
you could
snoring.
do the bathtub scenario again, but I'm
Oh.
sure that was uncomfortable as hell.
For her, I'd put up with it for, what are we there? Saturday,
Smart.
Sunday, Monday, 4 nights.
Yeah.
Is it possible that you snore, but there's never anyone
I don't
around to know?
I don't know. Nobody's ever told me I snore. People that have spent the night have never said, God, you snore. But I wouldn't know because I don't hear myself when I'm sleeping.
No.
Good morning. When she wears glasses, Katie Cush reminds me of Teddy Bruschi. Thanks. That's from.
Oh, the linebacker with the Patriots.
How would that even remotely?
You are so
She's
full
like
of
80 pounds.
crap.
He's like 260-pound.
He was a pretty good player. Arizona, I think.
Real good player.
Yeah,
Isn't
University
he a
of
Take
Arizona?
Smith on ESPN?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Take Smith.
man, does he get it?
Aspiring
That's what
Take
Katie Cush looks like?
I guess.
She is very attractive. I don't know what you're
Oh,
looking
and
at.
I agree.
You think she looks like Teddy Bruschi?
Well, no, but I guess the comparison comes. She has like a square jaw, kind of an athletic jaw.
Like an athletic jaw.
Does she have eyes on the side of her head?
And a hammerhead.
I didn't.
People
notice
like that can see clear around them. They can see in their back.
I think that she was attractive.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get the Teddy Bruschi, but I do love that. I do love that dais to where everyone's trying to get the hottest takeout.
Oh, yeah.
You could see it like when they're moving their feet a lot. Like Dan Orlovsky, you could tell when a take is. It's a
He
kettle.
can't wait to get it out.
He got it.
If I'm not mistaken, his take this past Monday following the divisional round
yeah.
was Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL and Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
It makes no sense.
Who would you rather have? I'd take Mahomes.
Yeah. I think everyone would.
Yeah, I think Mahomes is the best going. Has been for a couple of years.
No, Burrow comes without a annoying brother and an annoying city and an annoying fan base.
I
So give me
suppose what I
Burrow.
would say is put Mahomes on the Bengals and put Burrow on the Chiefs, and who do you think improves? And I would say Mahomes improves if he has the Bengals' weapons. I mean, he's already got the back, and Pirine can be effective too. In addition to Mixon, there's certainly a downgrade at tight end.
Yeah.
Although, God, I always get him confused. Hayden Hurst?
Yeah, Hayden Hurst is the Bengals tight end.
With Hunter Henry. And then you have Chase, Higgins, Boyd. Those are some pretty dangerous
That could get
weapons.
scary.
Yeah.
That could get scary. But Burrow would still, I think the Chiefs would still be tops in the AFC, but I think the Bengals would be better if they had Mahomes over Burrow.
I see the number moved on the Bengals. The Bengals are now the underdog.
I'd figure because Mahomes has been running around and clearly his ankle, well, not clear, but it appears that his ankle is going to be in good shape for Sunday.
It's amazing how the superstars even seem to heal faster there. Remember when, was it Pujols had like a broken ankle or something and played like 2 weeks later? He had some injury that was supposed to keep him out a long time, and he's right back at it.
Adrian Peterson, like 6 months after his ACL was torn, playing again, unbelievable.
Let's see. Eagles -3, Chiefs -1. Doug, those are your latest numbers.
Yeah, I like the Eagles. Don't sleep on the Eagles. I think they'll win.
Chiefs were a 1.5 point underdog, but now they're -1.
Over under Chiefs, what, around 52, 53?
48.
Really?
No bad weather in the forecast in either location. 46.5 for the Niners and Eagles. There you go.
I think that may go under. Both great defenses. I know Philadelphia has a good offense, but how about Purdy? Purdy's going to get paid.
Well, they have Trey Lance and they have Garoppolo.
Yeah.
If he wins the next 2 games, he's getting paid. If he loses here and they get stopped, I would imagine then he goes back to a backup role.
Yeah, they didn't even want Garoppolo. I think they signed him after Lance got hurt.
KG No-Town is no longer here, but he
No.
just sent in a picture of Teddy Bruschi right next to Katie Cook.
And pretty
He's
similar.
trying to say that
They look nothing alike.
I don't
Teddy
see
Bruschi
it.
looks like a dentist.
A dentist.
Yeah, I don't know what he just looks
I
like a
just showed
dentist.
Doug
to
a
me.
picture of Katie Cush.
Yeah.
She's very
I thought it was Teddy Bruschi.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I didn't think I'd
Well,
ever,
you should have asked her. You should have invited her on this
I didn't
trip.
think I'd ever say this.
Yeah.
But then I guess I'd sleep with Teddy Bruschi.
Would you really?
that off.
They
Snag
look
that
alike.
audio.
Do you wish now you had asked this gal?
No, it'll be a fun 4 days for me to have a room to myself and relax.
Well, you always have a room to yourself. Every night you go home to a whole apartment to
Yeah,
yourself.
and I get to do it here too. I don't know how Jackson's going to work. I mean, as much as you go to the bathroom, if Lisa Ann's in there getting ready for dinner, she's in there for an hour and a half.
Jackson has a diaper problem?
How are you going to use the bathroom?
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just treating it like Latte Larry's, no defecating. I'll just go to the lobby to do that.
That's how you're going to handle it?
I think it's best.
I don't know. You set the tone.
Maybe if she's
Oh, no,
out
no,
at the
it's-
Take a
pool
nice
or something,
dumper right
if
first
she's
day.
gone,
Yeah, then I can do it. But
she might be on this hike where Anna Marie's going to be left behind, not invited.
well, we'll be golfing at that time. I guess that's the time at the pro shop or something.
Yeah. Just be quick and efficient.
So do you have a problem with Jackson dropping ass at the pro shop before we go out there and ball
Absolutely,
strike?
I do. Yeah.
Well, what's the other option we just discussed? I go lobby.
Yeah, you don't want to be in your room, and if it was your room and you got to worry about how loud you are, I mean, at least Ann may be sitting out in the other room, and you're
Oh, okay. We don't need the sound effect.
she's got to hear that.
I was cursed with shame, so I guess I'll be going to the
You know
lobby.
what? Turn on the cold water in the bathtub really, really hard, and take some of the sound away.
Go in the bathtub?
Say, I'll be
No,
right back,
no.
Lisa, and I'm going to go run a bath for myself.
That's the background
Draw a
noise. If you're worried about noise, that's the background noise, and the humidity kind of helps with the smell too.
That's the latter is my concern. The latter is certainly my concern.
We don't need the sound effect.
The sound I can muffle.
There's nothing funnier than a fart sound effect. There's a guy on TikTok, and they might be Instagrams, but he has a thing, and it sounds just like different fart sounds.
Thought you got to start following him on TikTok.
I
He's hilarious.
I did that when I was about 8.
Gallagher?
I think I forgot. I think he's got a couple million followers, and he just walks by these people, and he'll say something. He goes by, "Whoop, ain't gonna make it to the loop," and then they show the people walking by like, "Oh my God!" and they start laughing and looking at each other. And he just walks by and squeezes this thing, and
it never gets old.
It's funny as hell. Yeah, fart sounds never get old. I don't care how old you are.
Sphincter humor never gets old.
Hey, Ken, if you skip all the events, you'll miss the opportunity to meet a husky Canadian national couple on the beach. Get off the couch and experience the world, you geriatric boiled chicken. That's from Big Tuft.
Don't tell me what to do on my vacation. I'll do what I want to do.
And you're no boiled chicken.
It's not really a vacation. There's things we have to do.
And why do they have to be nationals just because they're from Canada?
I don't know. I'll have an expat.
I don't want to be called an expat either. How about just American?
I was an expat for 5 years in Bermuda.
There's absolutely nothing funny about your fart sound effects. What are you, 6? Doug, that's the old Appleton stepdad on his rocking chair looking out on the pasture.
I didn't say mine. This guy's is.
Retired Air Marshal isn't happy about it, and he wants to talk about it because he's really campaigning for this Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month, which you can sign up for at tmastl.com. You can compete for the Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Day and win Adam Sandler tickets by winning today's Email of the Day, presented by Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com. Steve Schmidt, phone lines. It's the Retired Air Marshal. Good morning, Retired Air Marshal.
Morning, boys!
No.
Stephen Wildwood?
A little bit of energy, huh? You didn't have enough energy yesterday? Well, how's this for energy, all right?
That's better.
That history teaching walrus on his freaking rowing machine better not be winning any tequila this month, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, Mixer Lift, you got to stay in your lane, all right? Last year was your year. This is the year of the new guys, all right? Now let's move on to Katie Cush. She's a smoking hot 10, all right? She's not a football player. Eat me. If any of the guys on the text line have any issues with it either, you can swallow my junk, all right?
Oh, okay, that's enough of that talk.
Okay, I'm sorry, Doug. I'm getting a little hyped up. Now let's move on to the airplane, all right? I went ahead and let my coworkers know that you guys are going to be on the plane. I'll be coming out of retirement to spend some time with you.
You're going to be on the plane? You're going to be on a flight?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30. Got to make sure Tim's safe flying down there. I let them know about Iggy, you, and your often hijacked, so they know about the situation.
Yeah, get there at 5:30. That'll be a perfect time.
Yeah, there's going to be actually 4 air marshals on the plane just for the chance that Iggy has a little issue. But I saw that I saw KG's in the studio again. I was wondering, is there an update on the key farb situation? Did they give you a farb yesterday?
KG in O-Town was here for the Munganess 7 o'clock hour, but he bolted like the wind after that hour. But I believe, Doug, he did get a key farb yesterday.
Did he really?
He
Good
did.
for him. I can come
He did get a farb. Okay, so he works there now because Iggy says once he gets a farb, then that's all that matters.
He's in. Yep, he's in.
He's got a job for 2 days.
And then some, no doubt.
Iggy, why are you so...
Why are you bringing it up? Don't worry about whether he's got a key farb or not. Don't worry about what he's doing. Why do you care?
Well, because I think it's funny how like scared you are that he's going to send you to your hovel permanently and like, put you into an early retirement.
Don't be an idiot.
Oh.
Well, I don't think that's an idiot. I mean,
Well, if you're saying that, if you think I'm worried about that, it's an idiotic statement.
Well, I think whether it's consciously or subconsciously, Iggy, ever since KG started having a little momentum, your actions have changed. You started doing a little more on the tweets and the TikToks. You've been, trying to step up your game a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Almighty.
That's why I did it. I saw KG was doing it good. I better do it too. No, and if you notice, I haven't done. You notice I haven't done one. I haven't done one. I've done one in like the last 2 weeks. So what am I doing now? Stop doing it.
No, now all you're doing is just tweeting at people from B-list commercials like a creep.
That's creepy, right?
That is really creepy, Iggy.
So everything you tweet at somebody is a creep.
No. If
Just because she's a girl that I enjoyed in a commercial and want to tell her she did a good job, that's a creep.
Iggy, the creepy part is it's not like this was Ariana Grande on a commercial that you were like, oh, I know who that is. You went out of your way to find who it was in the commercial and then tweeted her. And you probably had to go way deep down on the research to figure out who's doing a commercial like that.
Yeah, actors and new Capital One commercial, and it came right up. It was hard to find. Anything
You
else?
are just so sad. I do have one more thing. This is actually kind of a compliment for you, but I do kind of miss the 9 o'clock singing. I'd like for you to maybe bring that back.
Okay.
Yeah, no thanks.
Also, because I've noticed since you stopped doing the 9 o'clock singing, the childbearing rate has gone down in the U.S. And I know that you helped Tim in that situation with
Yeah, that is true.
the latest one. And I just had a question about that. How long were the breaks at that point? Because that was a 9 o'clock hour break, I believe, and they're about 2.5 minutes now. So were they just a lot longer then, or?
Yeah, they were.
Now, Tim,
I don't know what
you're
that
going
one
for
was. I mean, it was.
10+ minutes.
They were definitely probably 3 to 4 times longer.
7 minutes. at
Yeah, I
least.
remember 7 minutes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
But I mean, it was.
And what, you were a few minutes late to the break too, I think, Tim. So good for you. Good for you. Those are good numbers.
Yeah, that was kind of a 9 o'clock hour tradition while I was down in Florida. I don't know why too. That's weird.
Well, you couldn't hear me sing anyway. We have to turn the sound off for YouTube purposes.
Yeah.
Just
No,
on
it's pretty
YouTube.
good. But I do miss your little acapellas, especially listening to the YouTube and only hearing you sing. It was really nice. It was soothing.
Well, okay, Marshall.
But anyways, yeah, that's about it. The only other thing I had is that you guys see that story about the female at the female officer in Tennessee at the police department.
Right.
Her and 5 other coworkers were all fired for having sexual intercourse within the department.
Mm-hmm. I
5
did see
other
that.
officers.
Yeah, it's topical. It was like a month ago.
Well, nobody brought it up, and I was just wondering. She's also married, so would that be a cuck? Who'd be getting cucked in that situation? All 5 of the officers?
I think
her
it's kind of
husband,
creepy
or?
that you're following
The
her.
husband.
She's a nobody. I can't believe you're following that.
No, it's not creepy. It's a national news story compared to your local
Capital One was a
commercial that you
national
had to
commercial,
go.
so.
Right, but she's not a national person.
Well, either is this
Iggy.
girl. Nobody knew who she was.
Iggy, why are you just so angry? I don't really have anything.
I'm just answering your questions because you're being a douche when you come on here and start saying these things like I'm a creep because I tweeted at somebody.
No, I'm just the one who's pointing it out. Everybody else is saying it too.
Well, I don't
all right?
care what everybody else thinks, but what is it your business what I tweet?
Well, you do care because you always say it's none of your business or why do you care, and then you go blah blah blah, just like you do at the end of
Well,
every
I'm
noise.
answering you. You're the one that brought it up. I'm asking you a question.
No, you brought it up this morning whenever you talked about it, Iggy. Anyways, Doug, I don't have anything inappropriate for you because I'm turning over a new leaf, so I hope you all have a great...
Oh, he got potted down. Iggy potted him down.
Potted him down.
Iggy reached over and potted him down. You'd had enough of him, I guess.
Yeah, he tries too hard to be listener.
So you can run the board.
No, I just know that button. I know how it goes down.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a bad call. was it?
Well, the text inbox would disagree with you. This guy is begging to be put down. I'd like to volunteer to drop the guillotine on his neck at the next TMA Live and listen to the roar of the crowd as his tubby head rolls under the dais. That's in the Dogtown Astrovan.
I don't think he can do that.
This dude sounds husky.
We can pretend he's Ned Stark.
Let's see. Please, I'm begging you, stop taking this guy's awful calls. That's from Arbor Day. Jesus, is this guy a sponsor or something? That's from the 637.
We take virtually every call. He's the only one who calls.
Occasionally, Jackson texts me to let me know who's on the phone lines, and he'll say, "Proceed with caution," because he can tell it's one of the,
sad.
whatever adjective.
It goes without saying.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes I can pick up on tells.
Yeah.
Retired Air Marshal doesn't give off a tell by any means.
And we need his services on the nation's
There's some
airlines.
people where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put you.
Someone just tell this D-bag he won the Listener of the Month and give him a tequila bottle full of bleach. That's from Flocky the Smurf.
I think you could be able to tell.
Well, 3 of you 4 are going to have to vote for him because I'm not.
Well, who else would you vote for?
Oh, anybody but him.
Maybe he'd go away if we gave him this prize.
What if you had to choose between Mr. Licks and Retired Air Marshal?
I wouldn't vote. I just pick somebody.
You'd abstain.
I could pick anybody. Anybody can be a Listener of the Year. I'm going to pick Caller Ellen.
Caller Ellen would get you.
Oh. Well, if I'm concerned if Retired Air Marshal doesn't win this month, he might come back again in February.
See, and this guy is such an idiot. He probably doesn't know that you have to go online and you have to submit something.
Has he submitted a...
I think so. I think he has. I mean, if he's going to do all this effort on the phone lines, he, the very least, could sign up. It
That's
takes
what I
like
said.
5 minutes.
Be an idiot. He doesn't know. He thinks just phone calls will do it, and he keeps calling in every day.
You have to submit a dossier of some kind?
Yeah, it's a dossier. It's a dossier.
He does have some support. Love the retired air marshal. Give that leather-skinned creep the business. That's from Uncle Cucker.
Yeah, the ones that don't like me think he's great.
Well, it is possible, like both of you.
Yeah, both of you.
I doubt that.
I like calling and texting Jamie Burkhardt directly, Doug, and now he's given our listeners a secret number for Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. You wouldn't happen to have a secret number for Jamie Burkhardt or Clayton Patterson or Peter Munganess, would you?
I do, and everyone should have it. It's a line directly to the Muckety Mucks. 314-252-0029. And once you have that number and you call, you got a car guy forever.
Boom,
You'll
you
say,
do.
You say, I don't have to go anywhere else. This is where I'm going to get service all the time.
Even if you didn't get your car from there.
Right.
And then when the time comes, you do get your car from there. It's stlouisacura.com. It's altontoyota.com. Yeah, you'll hear Munganess this and Munganess that, but that's what the ones we're talking about, Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. It's Munganess, stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. And, Doug, there's a secret number, and only you have it?
314-252-0029. And it is such a relief, such a big thing to have a place where you can take your car and not worry about it anymore.
Amen.
Because how many times have you gone someplace and say, well, I hope they're telling me what I really need. Sure. I hope I can get it back tomorrow or later today or whenever and not 3 weeks from now. I hope everything they're telling me is on the up and up. Oh, you can trust Munganess with any vehicle you might take in there at any time. They're just fantastic. Once you go to Munganess, you'll say, why didn't I know about this place earlier? Why haven't I been going there for years?
Yep, that's
and you will go there for years after you go the first time. It's that good. Awesome waiting lounge. Awesome waiting lounge.
And a
Little
secret
snick
phone
snacks.
number, too, that you can text or call to go right to the Muckety Mucks. That's what it is, isn't it?
Straight to the Muckety Mucks.
It's Munganess, stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Jackson, can you tell me about the pant you're going to be wearing in Jamaica?
You better believe it. I was packing up last night. A pair of those Mugsy joggers and a pair of those Mugsy shorts. Ooh, boy, are they so nice. And I can't wait to wear them on vacation. You know, we're going on vacation, but when you put on a pair of Mugsies, your balls go on a vacation.
Oh.
It just feels like Jamaica is inside your pant. This is a wonderful feeling. They just fit right on you. They stretch and move and groove with you and give you airflow down below. But it's not just jeans. You know, I talked about the shorts, the joggers, cashmere. How about some jackets? You like flannels?
Sure.
They got all of that at Mugsy.com. It's the ultimate gift. You can get it for yourself. You treat yourself with a pair of Mugsies. I'm telling you, you're really going to enjoy them. That insane stretch material. And, of course, they have those world-famous jeans. They move and groove with you. They're never baggy, and they're never tight. Head to Mugsy.com right now. Shop everything they got. Staples that every guy needs in his closet. Jeans, flannels, jackets, you name it. They make it look incredible and feel even better. So use promo code TMA for 10% off your entire order with free shipping and free returns. Again, that promo code is TMA. 10% off your entire order. Free shipping and free returns. Free your balls once and for all. And experience life-changing comfort with Mugsy.
There it is.
Your balls go on vacation with you?
Better believe it.
Have you ever gone on vacation, left your nutsack at home?
Clip that off.
More times than I'd like to admit.
Oh.
Not with Mugsies, though.
If you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system, what you need to do is email fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com. I got an email yesterday from EDF, and one of the TMA listeners just moved their company from their property management group to Engineer Design Facilities. Love to hear it. Experience the return on investment with the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Engineer Design Facilities just did yesterday. edf-rg.com is where you go if you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system. Email them fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. Check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. Coming up on Balloon Party at 10:15, we're going to look back on the Blues' victory in Phoenix last night.
They got whooped.
Okay, I'm going to have
5-0.
Jeremy Rutherford is going to be in studio to talk it over, take your questions, your comments. JR in studio with me starting at 10:15. Plus, you got the Lil Piddles 6-shooter to start off the show. What a presentation. And then, Doug, we'll go to bed because we're going to get up at around 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll head to the airport.
Well, different houses.
Mm-hmm. And then we will fly off to Miami. 50-minute layover.
And watch Jackson parade up and down the aisle of the plane with this pineapple in his hand.
That's right. And then land in Montego Bay. And then, Iggy, how long is it from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios?
About 2 hours.
And then we will enjoy some boat drinks and touch each other.
You know, when you don't drink alcohol anymore, it's hard to know what to order when you go to a place like this.
Boat drink.
I did Arnold Palmer's for a long time, but there's so much sugar in the lemonade that.
So what are you going to have?
I don't know. I don't know what to order anymore.
Scotch in the pool.
Well, I don't do alcohol anymore.
Room temperature
Oh, you
tap
could
water.
have smoked chronic, huh?
No, I'm not doing that either.
Hey, Plow, you going to get Doug high?
I don't want to just order water.
Damn better.
What do you order when you go to
How
one of
about
these places?
You should get a
Cranberry
Get a
juice?
Shirley Temple.
kitty pina colada. Pina colada with no alcohol.
It probably tastes pretty good.
No, pina colada, you can't taste the liquor.
Yeah.
Get a virgin strawberry daiquiri.
Doug, you should
Yeah,
really
maybe
take
I'll
a
do
hit of
that.
a blunt, though.
Get yourself some nice umbrellas in there and a lot of fruit.
That's fine.
Put a hat on and walk around the pool with sunscreen all over yourself.
Yeah.
Little zinc oxide on your nose.
I'd like that. Yeah. I'll absolutely have
I'd
that.
love to get a picture of that.
Yeah.
Doug, meet a tequila water with like Dougie. It's what all the cooks are drinking these days. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. Isn't that your buddy?
Yeah, Sweet Sweet Kai.
When you get down there, you can ask Montague what's
Do a grammar check. Sweet Sweet Kai loves that tequila water, though. That's no joke. That's what all the
Tequila
youngs.
water?
That's what the youngs drink.
But tequila's in there.
Yeah, tequila with water and a lime.
I don't want the alcohol.
Okay.
I'll get a bottle of water.
Water with lime.
I want something other than water, but I don't want alcohol.
I just gave you three ideas.
Yeah, this virgin strawberry daiquiri sounds pretty good.
But I thought you didn't like the sugar of the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of sugar in that.
Oh my God!
You just not go.
Well,
just
son of
go.
a sack ass.
Not really. You put some crushed ice in there with some strawberries and.
That strawberry puree they probably use is probably loaded up with it.
Well,
Some
maybe
of it
I'll just
natural.
stick with the Arnold Palmer then.
You just want to do rails off my tramp stamp?
No, I'm not gonna do any of that.
Just drink a cranberry juice. It's good for you.
I might.
I painted a wild mental image in my mind.
Maybe I'll have some tart cherry juice for my inflammation.
There you go. That cranberry is a diuretic.
Is it?
Yeah. Cost Leo. Leo DiCaprio got told that in Departed, and he smashed a highball glass over the gentleman's head.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't the first time that happened in a Scorsese movie.
Be sure to check the closets before punching your tickets in paradise, boys. Imagine settling down for the evening with your partner, and then Iggy pops out in an adorable little pair of Bugle Boy uniform pants and a leather coat buttoned up to his goggles and says, "Ever had sex with a guy who had sex with a girl who had sex with Craig Bickle? Thanks, I have a code, and that code is to never hook up with the guys in the Fluffer Benders or Beach Waddler."
Oh, yeah. We all draw the line somewhere. I think that's it for me too. I'm not hooking up with any of the guys from the Fluffernutters. I'm not.
Oh, you would.
I'm
Oh,
done. No,
fluffernutters,
I'm
I
done.
don't- We're the beach loafers. The fluffernutters are old.
Oh, well, then that's where we would belong now, isn't it?
Now one of the fluffernutters owns the hotel.
We'd have to go into the transfer portal.
You won't have a leather jacket, will you, Eggs?
Well, I'm sure I'll wear some kind of jacket to the plane. I mean, it's not 90 here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not bringing my winter coat, though.
I wouldn't think you're going to need a winter coat. It's in the mid-80s.
Right, but like to the airport
I'm
in the
talking
morning.
about to the airport.
Yeah.
And then
I think you tough it out at the airport
Right.
here, and you just not deal with the coat the rest of the
I have
Bingo.
I have a tendency to stand outside and smoke before I go in. So.
Oh.
Dear Deidre, the game of truth or dare went badly wrong for me, and now my fledgling romance is over. I'm part of a big friendship group and started dating one of the other blokes in secret. Don't you like that term, bloke?
I don't mind it.
Now, bloke is for a guy, so if this is, I'm hoping this is a girl saying this in.
We recently decided to become exclusive. We are both 21. A lot of 21-year-olds writing in
Sure.
the newspaper.
Uh-huh.
One night, we all got tipsy and decided to play truth or dare. I was asked who was the best lover I've had, but wasn't sure I could openly talk about my new man. So I muttered, I couldn't answer that. My best friend then blurted out about an ex saying, Come on, we all know it was XXX with the huge packet. Ooh,
Oh,
I like that.
the
Not
packet.
package, but packet. Never heard that.
I haven't either.
Hey, you ever heard that? I know you've done some time in the UK. Really, packet.
Would that work in Muggsy jeans? I guess it would.
I think that might just be a misprint because I don't think they would say packet.
My new bloke's face went ashen.
Oh. We have our own ashen sweet potato.
And ever since, he's been avoiding me. Deidre says, explain to him exactly what you've told me. Remind him this other man is in the past. If he doesn't come around, then it's probably a good thing you've learned early on that he isn't prepared to listen. I hope you won't need it, but I'm sending you my support pack, Mend Your Broken Heart, just in case. Oh, wow.
What an altruistic move by Deidre.
Mend your broken heart just in case. That means it's not broken yet, so why are you reading it?
All I can do is read what's in the proper.
If you're 21, do you really sit around writing letters in like this? Don't you just go on to the next party or the next bar?
Playing truth or dare.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get to Jamaica, further away from these clowns.
Oh,
We'll be closer.
we'll still have the same
No, we can
emails
still-
and same
we can still-
stories.
We can still read these things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we will.
long as
be
they're
closer to
Wi-Fi.
them,
I'd like
I
to hear
guess, yeah.
Big Mike sitting next to us listen to us talk about Dear Deidre.
Plowsy, your eyelids are very heavy right now.
I told you I'm training my body. I do this
For what?
when we go to Montana. I do like a 3-hour nap on Thursday, and then I'll sleep after I eat lunch today. Wake up about 8 p.m. and
Jamaica's 1 hour ahead of us.
I know
He's
but we're
worried
gonna
about
be
getting
up
up
at
early.
like 3. I have to be at Doug's at 3, so I have to wake up at like 2. I'm not waking up at 2 and immediately leave. Like I have to get my body awake.
Well, you could do that one day and shrug it off and be all right.
I'm good. I'm not struggling. I'm fine.
All right.
Just go out tonight, have dinner, have a few cocktails, get home about 1.
One.
Dilly-dally for a couple hours and head to Doug's. Sleep on the plane.
Well, me and Doug have dinner plans.
Ooh, what are you boys having?
No, we don't.
Friday night is pizza night. Friday night is pizza night.
We do not.
This will be one of those nights when you know you got to get to sleep in a hurry. That's the last thing that will happen is you falling asleep early.
Correct. I am worried about like food and breakfast. Nothing's open.
They'll have a Starbucks.
Well, you don't have any food at home?
No, we didn't grocery shop this week.
Nothing at home. The cupboard is bare.
Well, we have our cousin staying with our dog, so it just entices her to eat it. And also, it's like we don't want anything to go bad. So we are bare in the kitchen.
They'll have some open at the airport for you.
Not Chili's, though.
Right. Well, wrong terminal.
Yeah. I don't know what would be open at 4 in the morning.
Starbucks.
I'll have at least
It
4
is
Annie
it
Ann's
is the
pretzels.
St. Louis airport, remember.
Yeah, I don't think Starbucks is. Nothing in Lambert's open at 3.
I don't think so.
Nothing in Lambert's open at 3. Hudson. The $10 magazine and the $8 sodas. If you want to risk it for the biscuit.
No.
I cannot wait to
We could
settle
s-
in a plane, though.
Is there an all-night McDonald's somewhere you could stop at? Or
Not many of those left anymore, man.
really? How about QT?
Oh, I could always go for a QT.
Taquito.
Oh, pretzel.
Just go ahead and get yourself a 20 White Castle the night before.
Oh, Bill.
You won't want to eat for a week and a half.
think salmon.
Bring those on.
They have White Castle in Jamaica?
I wouldn't think so. But it would be a big hit anywhere, I think.
Especially right before our orgy.
They have a White Castle in Jamaica, Queens.
Have they?
Yeah.
Now, I was
Is
told.
that where Nicki Minaj is from?
I don't know.
I think so.
I know that's where Derek Chivas is from.
Is that right? The Band-Aid Man?
Jamaica, Queens. Jackson will check.
I'm looking up Nicki Minaj. She is from.
She's from Trinidad, but Doug, do you say Tobago or Tobago?
Tobago. They beat us in soccer. Remember that year? Knocked us out of the World Cup or the Olympics or something. You can beat Trinidad.
And Nicki
or you
Minaj
can beat
mixed fusion
Tobago.
Moscato.
She moved to the Bronx and then to South Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
How about Derek Chivas?
All right.
We're just going to look up names now?
Well, we're finding out who's from Jamaica, Queens. Man.
Okay. Listen to the typing.
Hold on.
Okay.
He was one of my favorite players that always just stuck
He was
out.
one of mine, too.
He's from Jamaica.
You see Mizzou's going back to those throwback uniforms this week?
For the Iowa State game, that
Yeah.
will deter. If Missouri beats Iowa State, Jackson is a lock to go over.
Yeah, that I will agree with. It just says New York City, New York for Derek Chivas. So he might be, but that Wikipedia only gives me so much.
Yeah.
He went to his high school is Holy Cross in Queens, so it's fair to assume that he's from Queens.
Guys, Dunkin' Donuts should be open at the port. Doug, you like when people call the airport the port?
I don't like it. No, I don't think I've seen a Dunkin' Donuts there. Probably is one though.
I think there is. You can get a cruller.
What's that?
A cruller?
Yeah.
It's like the braided kind of donut. It's a French thing, I think. Pretty good.
I'll be darned.
Iggy, you're on your phone all day. Look it up yourself. That's from the Holly Hills Hustler.
Oh, crestfallen. Drop the head, close the eyes. That got him. That hit him right in the solar
That was
plexus.
a jab that really surprisingly caused damage.
I've been on my phone twice since I've been here. Once was checking emails, and I don't know what the other one was.
You never know which text it is. That's going to just suck your will to live.
Yeah, that one got me.
Oh.
Every once in a while, you just got to throw up your hands and say, you win. Good job.
Oh.
Uh-oh, he spit up the coffee.
No, I got it out of my mouth.
All right.
No, when Doug chuckles, I chuckle.
If you are looking for a place to dine this weekend, how about Andrea's? Ooh.
Oh, that'd be nice.
How do you do? Man, that sounds good. Yeah, Andrea's has it all. Iggy, you took a listener's wife there, right, about a month ago? What'd you get when you went there?
I took Chrissy, yeah. I don't need to hide it. We put her picture up there.
Maybe that could be a weekly thing. You with a date with a listener's wife to Andrea's.
It's not a bad idea.
Somebody wants to sponsor it, and
Andrea's would be the likely sponsor.
Send me a list of your wives, and I'll pick one a week. You can sit out in the car and sit behind a bush, do what you want to do.
Yeah. I think that would be a real nice thing. Saturday night at Andrea's with Iggy and your wife.
Iggy's cuck of the week.
I'll send it to the sales
Congratulations,
staff.
John. I picked your wife this week. I had the ribeye.
How was it?
It's delicious.
Best you've ever had, you said.
Yeah, it was one of the best steaks I've ever had.
Yeah.
Well, they put the Andrea steak sauce on there. It's aged and perfectly cooked.
Does the wife get to eat also, or they just look at you?
Well, I'm not paying for it, so
No.
whatever they want to eat.
They got to pay for it themselves?
Well, if it's something that I have to do, that I'm willing to do it every week, I'm not going to pay.
No, that's kind of your watchword for everything. I'm not going to pay.
It's you can check out the menu to decide what you're going to have your wife eat when she's dining with Iggy.
Yeah.
At andreas.com/menu. You know about that steak sauce. Sweet Mother of Mercy. Is it incredible? And now they're releasing a barbecue sauce in February. How do you do? My goodness.
Yeah, Max is supposed to drop some by the station for us to try out.
Iggy, you can take my life partner to Andrea's. That's from Sweet Sweet Kai. That's Jackson's friend, so
Oh,
therefore probably
smokes.
younger.
Yeah, here it starts.
Yep.
What's a life partner?
I don't know. It's his girlfriend. I don't know why he's getting cute with the terminology.
They're not married yet?
Isn't one of your friends with somebody who enjoys the soft touch of a sapphic friend?
Oh.
No. Sweet Sweet Kai was at a bar in which he went to the bathroom, and when he came out of the bathroom, a girl berated him because she wanted to hook up with his girlfriend.
That's so
Well, why was that his fault?
I don't know, because
Sweet Sweet Kai.
she was saying that like he doesn't deserve her, he's not good looking enough for her, and that
Well,
she
he's butt
deserves
ugly,
to-
isn't he?
No, Sweet Sweet Kai's handsome.
Oh.
And she was just berating him in the bathroom because she really wanted to hook up with his
Hmm.
girlfriend.
And then what did Sweet Sweet Kai's girlfriend say?
She was confused, as Sweet Sweet Kai also was. I don't think anything materialized out of it. So the payoff wasn't there, but the proposition was.
Oh. I've always been led to believe that Sweet Sweet Kai was uglier than a mud fence.
No, not at all. He's a good-looking guy,
Is
and
he?
he's a wonderful human. Love Sweet Sweet.
Well, Flip Wilson has sent in a picture of his wife and says, Iggy, here's my wife. Will you wine and dine her while I doodle in my coloring book in the parking lot at Andrea's? That's from Flip Wilson.
Sure. You're going to get a lot of willing people.
Yeah, of course I would. But that, it's not your wife, but
The mental image of a husband in the car playing with a activity book.
I wonder what they're having now. I wonder what course they're on.
Yeah.
Is that a cuck? If you're out in the parking lot while he's at Andrea's with your...
Well, sure, you can look in the window and see him sitting in there.
And you'll probably be paying. The husband will probably be paying.
Yeah,
for
oh,
the
he's
meal.
got to pay. Iggy's not paying.
Yeah, it's not a sexual cuck, but that's some kind of cuck.
You can come out and get his credit card, maybe. Give him an update on how the evening's going.
Come on, here, buddy. I don't want to finish my salad here. You can have it.
Doggy bag.
Guys, I'd love Iggy to take my wife out. I can only imagine how excited she'd be to see me after getting skeeved out by the flash-fried pervert for a few hours. It'd be like a marital version of Scared Straight. That's from Arbor Day. So what he's saying is you send your wife out with Iggy, and then she comes home and she appreciates you.
Yeah.
Kind of like when the prisoners would come to the school to teach the kids about jail.
Yeah, very similar.
Never thought about it that way.
Well,
this sponsorship with Andrea's might have legs.
Yeah,
You give me 10 wives, and 9 of you will be divorced afterwards.
Oh, you think so?
One of you will get lucky, and she'll feel sorry for us. Yeah, I love you.
Are they all turning lesbian?
I love you better, honey. Iggy was nothing. The 9 of you are going to get divorced.
You'd sleep with that many just off the one dinner date at Andrea's?
Just to spite them, I would.
Yeah. Oh, did they have a say in it, the girls?
Well, I wouldn't say no.
They couldn't.
I mean, they're going on the dinner date. They got to expect something.
Charms.
Don't make statements like that you know nothing about.
Oh. But you would be in favor of this new promotion that we're proposing.
Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. If it makes the station money, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Simple as
I
that.
would legitimately love that segment if that could happen.
Saturday night
and
dinner at Andrea's
I think
with Iggy and your wife.
I think our listeners know me well enough that nothing would happen. It would be fun. It would be
I don't know.
fodder for the show. I've never done anything that I've never pursued it. So if this was a station thing and it's date night with your wife and Iggy and Andrews, and I'd go out, we'd have a nice dinner, take pictures, do stuff for the show and video, and that's it. But it would be funny.
I'm not sure Andrea's is going to want to be known as the cuckold capital of the East Side. Although a lot of people might come in Saturday just to see who you were with.
See what's doing.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
That would be the greatest promotion in history of the game.
Come see Iggy this Saturday with Johnny Johnson's wife.
And they can look around the parking lot to find the husband who's crying, doodling in a coloring book.
Yeah, he's got crayons.
We have video out to the husband. I know something's going to happen. I shouldn't have done this.
That would be incredible. We would get some serious entries on it.
And then you come out of the restaurant like hurriedly putting your sport coat back on and tucking in your shirt.
I'd be like Vince McMahon, cock of the walk.
Yeah.
A husband comes home. So
$1 million
we won. You get to go to dinner with Iggy. I won't be there, but
Well, she gets a free meal on
it. Could happen.
Wellington just texted me and said if he had a wife, Iggy could definitely take her out. So there you go, Wellington.
See, Welly trusts me.
Yeah.
Well, you can pick somebody up on Tinder and then rent her out to me. Doesn't have to be a wife. It could be a girlfriend.
it's a wild proposition.
You want him to go on Tinder, find the girl, and then say, it's not really me you're going out with. You're going to go out with the ash and sweet potato.
It's part of a weekly thing they do on this radio show, so I'm going to lend you to this guy.
Okay. Well, he'd have to be a pretty good sport to go along with that, as would the girl.
As would I.
Well,
I feel like you're the big winner in this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
It's a win-win for
I haven't
you.
seen these wives.
Imagine offering your wife up to eat ditch carp and come home reeking of menthols. That's from the hillside.
Yeah, well, how dare you call anything at Andrea's ditch carp? They don't have ditch carp.
Well, the finest seafood there. But they specialize in beef, right? Steaks?
Yeah. But they do have pork chops and
Mrs. Buzz wants to go to dinner with Iggy. Can you go to Sharkle House so I can keep myself busy in the ball pit until you guys are finished? That's from caller Buzz.
Well, that's a reasonable request.
Well, I mean, the sponsorship's up for Snatch Grab, so, you know.
Well, Andrea's is a sponsor.
Yeah.
Sharkle House is not.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be Charcoal House unless they came out of the woodwork and said, yeah, we want to sponsor this. You're a little tired of giving them all this free pub. You don't spend any money.
Would we need to supply our own slop sink for the date because we have one in the laundry room, but I think it'll be a pain in the ass to undo the plumbing. That'll be Alan Dadeville texting.
It would be hard.
If I had a wife, Iggy could take her back to the jerk shack and do whatever he wanted. I wouldn't care. It's Mr. Fong, owner of the dildo shop.
Oh, yeah, he's a good sport. Well, that's just something to chew on.
I have no issue with Mrs. Smitty hanging with eggs. That's from Mr. Smith. There
There's
you go.
another date.
We got one.
There it is. So
We
that
had
is
another-
officially in. Wellington, there's another.
Wellington's got to find the girl on Tinder.
And I like Mrs. Smith. She's cool.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And there was one earlier, too. I think
Well,
you're...
how could he get upset? He's a swinger. I'm not sleeping with her. I'm taking her to dinner.
So this is going to happen. There is some smoke,
I have no
and where there's
say-so in
smoke,
it.
there is some fire.
I have no say-so in any of this, except for if somebody says this is a done deal, what are you going to do? Once a week? Fine. Just show me a picture of the woman I'm taking out.
Well, what if she's ugly?
Guys, if I send in nudes of my wife, will it help me for winning the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month? That's from Maxwell Hung.
I would think it would, yeah.
I guess they're about to start coming in.
We'll look at the pictures when we're huddled in our conclave in Jamaica. And when Plowsy lights the blunt, you'll know that we've reached a decision.
Pumped.
You're almost not with us anymore.
I'm non-functioning here.
What happened? Did you get some bad batch, or you just?
Oh, great batch. This is great. I feel amazing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Are you?
A little sunshine. I feel like we haven't seen the sun in forever.
What were you yesterday?
Jackson just texted me and said the retired
Is it
air
sunny?
marshal is on hold.
Oh.
Trying to disguise himself with a British accent. It's
No.
one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
Okay, maybe we should hear the British
No,
accent.
Doug,
I don't mind a British accent.
Actually, I'm gonna call an audible. We're not doing that.
Are you?
No. And
Better yet,
I'm
we're not
going
taking
to-
any more calls.
Oh my God! Because you don't want to reach over and hit the button.
Look at this cord, dude.
It's all about the button.
I gotta take the headset off.
I'm going to actively petition the rest of the day is not to vote for him.
Oh, it's an easy one for me. I won't. If you do look in the studio, though, they have another addition in there. They got the talkback boxes.
Yeah, they're in place, huh?
That's ready.
All right.
But yeah, I'm good on the English accent.
Oh, I would have loved to have heard it. I guess we're not going to, huh?
I'm not.
Okay.
We're running hard for a break.
Talk about being in love.
The retired air marshal's issued a statement. The accent was to slight Jackson. I just needed to finish my damn call.
Yeah, it fooled me. He juked me out like LT.
What, he has like more.
You were finished before you started.
He couldn't stop laughing while he was doing it. There was one guy, it was at the old station, who called in and did like a pretty convincing Elmo impression the entire time he was talking to me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I tickle your butt," and it was like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever been.
Yeah.
He didn't break. I'll give him credit.
I don't think you taking out the wife would leave me divorced, but it would probably be cool for the wife to have a nice steak from a sponsor while hanging out with Iggy. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack.
Oh wow. She lives over in that area too.
Well, Scott, I was commenting on the other guy that was making fun of me. You're not one of them, so there would no chance of divorce because nothing would happen. Just we'd have dinner and.
This is like 4 already who volunteered. You almost got a month.
Oh, I got a busy month coming up.
Yeah.
If Max likes the idea, he will call the powers that be and we'll discuss it.
There has to be a devoted parking place for the cuckolded husband.
It is crayons?
Right up front with his crayons so he can look in the window and see that Deucey is in there eating, enjoying life, just really having a fabulous meal while he sits out there and waits. Probably a couple hours.
Again, I got nothing to do with it. Kellyanne or somebody wants to call me and say, hey, we got this idea.
Kellyanne?
Who's Kellyanne?
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Kellyanne Conway? The former Trump advisor?
I don't know why I put Ann on the end.
Who's Kellyanne?
I don't know why I put Ann on it.
Okay, well, then who's Kelly?
Salesperson?
Oh,
Anna.
Our general sales manager.
I
You
gave-
said Kellyanne, that's why I was like.
I said take the Ann off there. I don't know why I said Kellyanne.
I gave her a hug yesterday. I felt like I haven't seen her in 2 months. It's the first time I've seen her in so
You
long.
haven't.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's been so long.
It's good to have her back.
Yeah, it's great.
But if she would come, hey, we got this idea. They want to do it. We're going to start lining up. Fine. Just let me know what day, when we're doing it. That's all you got to do.
So this looks like it's happening, Doug.
Even if it was just once a month, if we couldn't pull it off once a week.
That's
just
fine.
a monthly cuckold date.
Look, I get a free dinner at a great restaurant, and it's probably going to be somebody that likes the show, listens to the show, so it'll be fun conversation for an hour, hour and a half.
Well, maybe it won't be free, though. They can't just give away free meals all the time.
Well, I'm not paying for it.
Oh,
nice.
Even an Andrea's meal you wouldn't pay for?
No, if I was going to go out to Andrews and pay for it, I'd bring somebody. I'm not going to go with a complete stranger that's being sponsored, and then I also got to pay for it. What kind of a deal is that for me?
Well, I don't know.
Buck Swope just posted, I guess, some screenshots of Eat It Katie. And this is the girl that you tweeted at, Iggy? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
This is the girl from the Slash commercial that Iggy tweeted at. Her entire TikTok feed is just videos of her eating. She's like a non-porn Dillian Harper. Iggy sure has a type. That's from Buck Swope. So what does she just eat on TikTok? Is that the deal?
And they're pretty funny. I've seen some. It's just everybody does something. I mean, like Costin Mayer, a couple that I follow, they got millions of followers. All they do is dance. They do these crazy dances, and they're fun to watch. There's another guy and his 7-year-old daughter just lip sync all these songs. They're hilarious and they're fabulous. And she just happens to find where she goes to these different places and eats different things. So what? What is that? Why are you screenshotting all those? You're spending more time looking at these girls than I did.
Yeah, come on.
You're the creep.
Come on, Swope.
Let me go find some stuff on this girl. She eats, huh? Creep.
He sounds. We have the Bertarelli Cutlery Cuts of the Week coming your way. Don't forget to sign up for the TMA Listener of the Month, brought to you by Milagro Tequila. All you got to do is sign up at tmastl.com. Plus, we have this app contest, 2 different app contests. Contest to win tickets to the STL Golf Expo, February 3rd through the 5th at St. Charles Convention Center, and then an app contest on the TMA STL app. Download that app. It's the bee's knees. You can listen to the show anywhere, anytime. Win tickets to the Sunday Metallica show, single-day tickets for Metallica's M72 World Tour. That is also available on the TMA STL app. The Design Air Heating and Cooling email day, we're giving away tickets to Adam Sandler. Just free tickets. Hey, here's a nice email.
That's
It's
nice.
unbelievable. Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. Boy, that retired air marshal sending a bunch of texts. He's mad at you, Jackson.
What's up?
No, the retired air marshal is mad at you.
I got you. I don't know what I did to.
You didn't take your second call.
I like retired air marshal, but you're not going to slip past me with that weak ass British accent.
No, you've got a strong filter.
Just to finish a
I like to think I do. I mean, retired air marshal. I'm a big fan of yours, but I think you've submitted your work for the listener of the month.
We have it now.
I think we can go a little past diminishing returns here.
Yeah.
So
how many calls a day do you turn away?
Turn away?
Yeah, say no, we're not interested in what you're selling.
A lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That speaks volumes for the people who can't get on.
Yeah, you hear the quality of the calls that we do get, and I think some didn't make it past that.
Yeah, a good amount.
Calling us.
People who need to get on Mentality, Doug. You go to lowtusa.com, and you get the FDA-approved testosterone treatment from Mentality, a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best. It's Mentality. I've been there, and I enjoyed the time I went out there. Been there a couple times, actually. It doesn't matter what age you are. Low testosterone can be an issue with any guy, even if you've tried testosterone before. Not everyone understands the blood chemistry in men's bodies, and they can help. The normal range for testosterone is large. If you've been to a doctor and they told you that you were normal without understanding the range or testing your free testosterone, it was not fully looked at. Come get checked out with Mentality. Go online at lowtusa.com. They have locations in the St. Louis area. I went to the Chesterfield location. It was easy as can be. Friendly staff as well. A lot of TMA listeners have been going out there. It's Mentality at lowtusa.com. Send your emails in to win the Adam Sandler tickets. They are free if you win. The Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. It comes your way at 9:45. We have the Bertarelli Cutlery Cuts of the Week coming up as well. And then in the 10 o'clock hour on 101 ESPN at 10:15, following Jackson's six-shooter, we will have Jeremy Rutherford in studio, and we're going to go deep, Doug, because we are at a turning point here, I think, and it's been building up to this point, but now I think very little doubt is left. The Blues will be making some moves. It's just a matter of how this team will look on March 4th. So, with that said, Jeremy Rutherford will be with us in studio at 10:15 on 101 ESPN for a couple of segments. We'll take a commercial break, come back with our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour from the Michelob Ultra Studios. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Whoever said there's nothing new under the sun hasn't been to the new Press Restaurant, located near Jefferson and 44 next to the Lucky Accomplice, and features the soon-to-be famous Smash Pizza. What's a Smash Pizza? It's a pizza stuffed with toppings, pressed, then topped with even more local farm ingredients. Located just 5 minutes from our baseball, hockey, and soccer venues, Press is open Thursday through Monday with daily specials 4 to 6, and they can cater your business lunch or dinner, with delivery available on Postmates and Uber Eats. Who says there's nothing new under the sun? Check out the new Press Restaurant today.
Metallica in the round. M72 World Tour. Live from the 50-yard line of the Dome at America Center. Metallica. 2 nights, 2 different sets. Friday, November 3rd with Pantera and Mammoth WVH. Sunday, November 5th with Five Finger Death Punch and Ice Nine Kills. Get access to preferred tickets with your City Card. Single-day tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Metallica. Presented by Blackened American Whiskey and Liquid Death.
TMA knows how our Walrus audience loves their meats. That's why we have teamed up with a local company that delivers high-quality, great-tasting meats straight to your door. Brush Creek Valley Farms is a direct-to-consumer family farm that raises, processes, and delivers pork and beef nationwide at cost-friendly prices. Go to brushcreekvalley.com to choose between their various box options. Build your own box or buy in bulk to have a great-tasting local beef and pork at all times. Brush Creek Valley Farms is offering 10% off any box by using the promo code TMA10 or 5% off any bulk order when you use TMA5. On top of that, if you subscribe to their monthly service, you'll receive an additional 10% off each order you make. Again, that's TMA10 for any box order, TMA5 for bulk orders, and an automatic 10% off when you subscribe. Go to brushcreekvalley.com to learn more about how you can get their meats in your mouth and support a local family farm. That's brushcreekvalley.com, high-quality meats for a lowbrow audience.
Hey, TMA boys and ladies. Throw on some beads and celebrate Party Gras at the DB's Tent in Soulard, Saturday, February 18th. Party under the huge heated tent on the parade route in Soulard with a premium open bar, tons of private restrooms, and in and out access. Hello. Live music on the 360 Vodka stage from the Teenage Dirtbags, Mod Sun, and the Nitty Gritty Dirtbags. Giveaways on site courtesy of Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse. Must be 21 or older. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details and find the link to purchase your tickets for the Party Gras DB's Tent in Soulard at DBSportsBar.com. Brought to you by Jameson, High Noon, and Randall's Wines and Spirits. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Butter me up, Daddy.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2. Metallica coming to St. Louis Friday, November 3rd. With Pantera and Mammoth WVH. Then November 5th with Five Finger Death Punch and Ice Nine Kills. 2 nights, 2 different sets. No repeat weekend. Single-day tickets from Metallica's M72 World Tour on sale Friday, January 20th at 10 a.m. And you can win tickets to the Sunday night show. Metallica in the round at the 50-yard line. 2 nights, 2 different sets, 2 different opening acts. Listen on the TMA app and at TMASTL.com for a chance to win tickets.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with the great Ryan Kelly. Long-time, unbelievable gallery here, too. Long-time title sponsor of TMA. Ryan, I mean, it's not just business with you, it's giving back. What are you doing, climbing mountains? What's going on with you?
Yeah, it's a great question. Obviously, the mortgage business is a top priority because we employ so many incredible people and we help people buy homes, refinance to get cash, all of that. So home loan experts, always top priority. But when we're not doing mortgages, we're always looking for ways to give back to the community. 8 years ago, I started climbing mountains for Forensic Kids with Cancer right here in St. Louis, SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Hospital. And now, fast forward to today, that initiative is now a full foundation, the Keep Climbing Foundation. And you can learn about that at keepclimbingfoundation.org. We empower young women. We take care of our kids that are battling life-threatening disease, and we support our military. This year, we had 8 climbs, raised several $100,000, and we're looking forward to next year. And hey, listeners, you can get involved with one of our climbs. Learn more today at keepclimbingfoundation.org.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Well, let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Lover boy. You're my lover boy. Yeah. Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour, Ryan Kelly Morning After. from the Michelob Ultra Studios. And this is it, the final hour before we head to Jamaica and engage in coitus.
God, we're off
It
for a
doesn't have to
week.
be coitus and everything.
Well,
that
we're
we do.
live from Jamaica on Monday
Wow.
and Tuesday, and then back in the Michelob Ultra Studios here a week from today. But I will need a lot of sleep after I secrete.
Whoa, gosh.
I'm going to bring a donut to sit on my way back.
All right. Oh, you're going to bottom.
Why?
We got to get to over 2.5 per guy.
Yeah, that's true.
And how would a donut help?
Hemorrhoids, baby.
Yeah, if you got that Hemi.
How big is a donut going to have to be? You have to be the size of a neck pillow.
Look, not every Hemi under the hood is a good thing.
I've never had my calls turned away. Think about it. That's from Mr. Licks.
It's not so much that I turn away calls; it's some I just don't answer.
And we 100% turned away.
Being
Mr.
honest.
Because you
He's been
recognize a
on hold.
number and you know a certain number is trouble?
Bingo, Doug. Bingo.
Okay.
Not necessarily trouble, just
An issue.
If it was up to me, we wouldn't have phones.
We
But the
wouldn't have
phone
any
lines
calls.
are so hot.
They're poison. They're terrible.
Think
Listen
of the
to
friends
our
we've
calls
made
that
through the
we've had.
phones.
Friends of the Feather.
We had Spready for like a year.
Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
Spready.
I love that the one caller that you like was the one where I wasn't here.
Once you go to HD2, it's just too much for the old.
Well, he didn't have internet connection. I was like, I don't know how much I can help you on that one. You're living in the Stone Age without internet.
I don't know how you'd get by without the internet
Seriously,
anymore.
I don't. Yeah, that's a doozy.
I guess you could lead a really simple life and
Yeah, I mean-
pull it off. I'm sure people do. There are some that do.
Pay all your bills by check.
Yeah.
You'd have a cable. I guess you wouldn't. But yeah, you'd be pretty much cut out from the outside world for the most part.
Well, paying by check is not a bad thing for older people who've been doing that their whole life.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. I've just, like I've said before, I've never written a check before, so.
Not one check ever? That's weird.
What would I need to pay by check?
I write them every month for rent.
Bill pay.
Yeah.
I guess a check gets sent with my name on it, but I don't actually write it.
Even when you sign up for a direct deposit somewhere, you got to send in a check, a voided check.
Account and routing number usually does the trick, because that's what they're looking for on the check.
Yeah, I know, but there's been several times, just recently I had to send in a voided check.
Not me.
Okay.
But respect those who do,
Well, sure.
Different
Game
options.
recognized game hoes do too.
Better believe it.
It's a new 2 Live Crew. I thought you knew. Doug, do you remember that Fiesta R. Kelly remix?
No.
Dave Chappelle spent a lot of time on R. Kelly Sunday night.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So there was an article in the Post-Dispatch about that show.
Yeah, a lot of
You
people
see that?
upset by it.
Yeah.
And you should be. You have a right to be, I think.
Boy, what would have happened? I got some inside word on that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's necessarily like super inside. We talked a little bit about it, but it was probably a handful of minutes away from them having to come to the stage and saying Dave Chappelle will not be here tonight, and then not refunding.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What
man.
would have happened?
I can only imagine.
Oh,
I don't know.
Goodness. And the main reason being, certainly there'd be some disappointment, but the price point on those tickets. Whew. So, I mean, the thought process from, would have been, hey, Chris Rock's here. It always says subject to change. You got Chris Rock. You got Ashley Larry. You got Rick Ingram. These things happen. Can't do anything about it.
No.
Oh, cats and dogs.
Well, the fact that there was no real weather, I think the paying customer has the right to think that the star of the show is going to be there earlier than the starting time of the show. I mean, you don't go to a Cardinal game wondering, geez, I wonder if Goldschmidt's going to show up tonight. I mean, those
Moving
guys.
Marvin Barnes.
Those guys can make it
Yeah, what
on
about
time.
Marvin Barnes with the Spirits?
That was, he may or may not be there. But there weren't many fans there either, and they didn't pay $200 for a ticket.
They did not.
Maybe two.
Oh my God, Gold came out with an article about DeYoung's new swing.
What?
We play this game every year. If they could just stay healthy. Sorry, I interrupted.
He stopped the leg kick. He's going to quiet his legs down.
Yeah, I read that too.
I mean,
Well, you have to try something,
we give
right?
guys like 8 or 9 opportunities. It is funny.
Well, if they've signed a big money long-term contracts, you better do that.
In
as
what
opposed to just-
universe is $6 million big money in MLB? I mean, Scherzer makes that like a start. So let's.
No, he's not the highest paid player in the game, but that's still a chunk.
I'd take that chunk, flush it down the toilet, and find yourself a
I think he makes like 9, doesn't he?
I thought this year was in the 6s.
Well, I don't think you'd be doing your job as a coach if you didn't try to help somebody who's under contract and struggled. You got to try to do something different. Wouldn't it be more alarming if they just gave up and say, he's going to be on the team, but we're not going to help? We're just going to settle with him hitting 150 again.
He'll be making $6 million this year.
I thought he made more than that.
Team option in 2024 and 2025.
Like Matt Carpenter got straightened out last year. He became Babe Ruth there for about a month with the Yankees.
Because he wasn't in our organization. I think he had a problem with Jeff Albert, if I remember correctly.
I see there's an article Derek just tweeted out about Aaron Goldsmith and his decision to not take the Cardinal job.
Where is it?
But how come they haven't announced Chip Carey? I mean, I know nobody knows, but this is me just saying, hey, friends.
I can't imagine, unless they're still doing the final touch-up on the contract. He's agreed to it, and they're just possibly waiting for the right moment. I don't know.
Think they're waiting for us to be in Jamaica?
Maybe he has to wait for a contract in Atlanta to expire.
Probably waiting for the Bailey's hammer.
Yeah, how about that? Did you guys see that article yesterday?
Wow.
You
The
saw
Bloomberg one?
Yeah. Tweet from David O'Brien. Pro teams relying on TV rights revenue from deals with 19 Bally Sports regional sports networks will face severe belt tightening since rights deals can be terminated amid restructuring. MLB's Cardinals have been identified as a franchise likely to take one of the hardest blows. It's from David O'Brien, who's also the one who reported that Chip Carey is the new Cardinal broadcaster. Reported it first, anyway.
Well, there's your reason why they didn't sign more free agents.
We've been wondering about that this offseason.
There's the reason. I don't know how much they got a year, but I think the total package was like $1 billion, right? It wasn't 10 years, $1 billion, was it? Somehow that sticks in my mind. But I think I remember that the total package of the new deal with Bally's was $1 billion. And so if you're counting on $100 million or so to come from that, and you don't have it, well, you got to do something. I guess that's when you teach Paul DeYoung a new swing. I guess that's what you do. Then you count on comeback seasons from Tyler O'Neill and Dylan Carlson and DeYoung and Flaherty.
The thing is this new news versus when Mozeliak said at the start of the offseason that they were going to increase payroll?
Well, yeah, I guess it could be, because it seems like this Bally stuff is just kind of broken in the last couple months.
I don't know on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I don't know. That was me wondering aloud.
Yeah. Well, if you're the GM and the owner says we're not going to have a $160 million payroll, we're going to have more like 120, then that's what you do. And I don't know that you can blame the owner for not wanting to lose that $40 million. It's just a tough go right now. I don't think they've ever dealt with this kind of thing before.
But was it their decision to partner with Bally's? Or was it?
Sure.
Okay, then, I mean.
That still doesn't mean the owner's obligated to lose $40 million or however many.
I agree, but what was wrong with Fox Sports Midwest? Things were running smoothly. If you're going for a money grab.
They got bought out, didn't they?
That's correct.
They got bought out. The Cardinals didn't have a choice in that.
Then the Cardinals had no choice in getting Bally's then, right? Like, there was no other option for them. I guess that makes sense.
I don't think there was another option.
When Sinclair acquired it, then they acquired the deal. They inherit the deal. It's assignable.
It's like these teams have their own radio networks and they make their own deals. Could the Cardinals start their own Cardinal TV network?
Sure. Yeah. The Yankees were I believe, am I missing somebody? The Yankees would be.
The Yes Network, I think, was there. Yeah.
Mets have SNY. WGN was not because of the Cubs. It just was a superstation that all cable carried in the 80s and 90s, along with TBS, so people could see the Braves and Cubs all over the country.
Yeah.
Has a baseball team ever lost money in a season?
I'm sure.
No, I'm literally being serious.
Sure. I'm sure they have. The owners make their money when they flip it, when they sell the team. They buy it for $100 million 1 year, and 5 years later they sell it for $1 billion.
It just seems like a business where everybody complains and is shocked if they, lose money or whatever. But it's like it's a normal business. Sometimes you make good business deals. Sometimes you don't make as much money as you think. But I feel like in sports, like you're just every team, no matter how terrible of a roster you're constructing and putting on the field or the court, you're always making money because of the billion-dollar TV deals and ticket revenue.
Well, I mean, a lot of them lose money. Like Doug said, it's when they flip it. I mean, when Wayne Huizenga sold it, I mean, they did a couple of rebuilds. When he knew he was selling it, they dumped a bunch of contracts. They signed nobody.
No, but there's no owner that's ever had to sell a team because he's losing so much money. Like in a normal, everyday business, you own, typically most people see the writing on the wall and sell it before it tanks. But baseball and football and basketball franchises, I mean, look at how, I mean, there are franchises now worth $8 or $10 billion when owners of that team, bought it for $800, $900, I don't know. I just think it's a business that's like
the value of the team,
bulletproof, and you have one opportunity like this to where a team loses money, and it just seems like it's really rare.
I guess the value of a team could continue to go up, and you could continue to lose money while you own it.
But that, to me, I don't know.
I'm sure there's an example somewhere of an owner who said, I'm losing too much, I'm going to sell.
I'd be shocked if that went the last 35, 40 years.
Well, I don't know.
Shocked by that.
I don't know.
Just such a great business to get into if you can own a franchise.
Boy, yeah.
Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys in 1989 for $150 million. It's now worth $8 billion.
Yeah, so that dude deserved to spend any kind of amount of money on the team, which he does, which I respect. He is a guy that just writes blank checks. That's how I'd be as an owner.
I think with the RSN thing, I think some of the leagues are thinking, well, if it's not working for Sinclair, why would we buy it if it's in the long term an antiquated way of watching? And that would lead to a big streaming service or tech company buying the rights to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's even a bad guy here. It's just the way technology kind of changed everything.
Some teams who lost money in 2020, but this is 2020. 2020 is an outlier. Predators lost $20 million. The Leafs lost $42 million. The Knicks lost $45 million. Lake Show lost $52 million. How about that? Giants, $109 million. Packers, $112 million. 49ers, $112 million. Commanders, $124 million. Red Sox, $337 million.
God,
that's how much they lost in 1 year.
I mean, I'll sit down. I'll take a seat. But
I do think it's, in fairness. I mean, we're talking about perhaps the most extenuating circumstances since professional sports has arrived on the stage that it's on in American culture. Is 2020. You see what I'm saying?
Was that the year with no fans in the seats?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're talking about teams with big payrolls. That's where they're losing their money. They're losing money on payrolls. They have no money coming in.
Now, here is 2015. The 76ers lost money in 2015. In 2012, 2013, the lockout-shortened season, the Minnesota Wild were $30 million in the hole.
So barring lockdowns and vaccine, or, obviously a virus.
Well, we'd have to see the figures for the other years.
Yeah,
the normal years.
Now I would like to see the figures for this year that's coming up. Next year, I'd like to see the figures for 2023. I don't see how the Mets can make money. Their payroll is almost $1 billion.
What is it right now?
Well,
what is their payroll? It's ridiculous.
That owner is the richest owner in Major League Baseball.
Correct.
He is, but I can't see how they make money this year.
Yeah, probably won't. I don't know. I think he just wants a world championship.
Yeah.
He is playing fantasy baseball in real life, and whatever you think about a personality, I am so jealous of that.
Yeah.
His estimated 2023 payroll is $356 million.
356.
I see 368, but we're in the
That's
ballpark.
Insane.
Well, but the owner will probably make twice that this year, just in other income.
Yeah, I thought it was twice as much as that.
This is
Contract
estimated.
they signed were $1 billion or like $1.1 billion, but that's obviously over
years,
whatever the stretch of terms they have. But it's still 360.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was talking contract.
Guys, I would not be surprised if Major League Baseball went the route of Major League Soccer and cut ties with the RSNs altogether. Every MLS game is available on Apple TV for $100 a season with no blackouts. It's from the 636.
I think that's the future. I think that's the future for every sports league.
What worked was putting it on Fox Sports Midwest, having it on YouTube TV, and you're able to watch Blues and hockey with one damn app. I mean, they had it so perfect. They just had it so unbelievably perfect with videos, highlights.
But it worked for
post
you.
and pregame.
It didn't work for them because they weren't getting enough money to pay their share of the deal.
Well, the more money that it's spent, the more confusing it is to find a damn game around here, and I am so sick and tired of it.
Well, spit a hot take if you'd like.
I wish it went to 60s again, to where one game was on TV and that was it, and we enjoyed the hell out of it. So I don't have
Game of the
20
week.
apps to watch a MLS St. Louis City game on Apple TV.
For $100.
For $100. Holy crap.
Doug, are you going to pay $100 to watch the pink and the yellow?
You have to watch more than the City game to be.
I don't think that I would pay that. I don't
That
think
is
so. I would pay $100 a year to watch the Cardinals or the Blues, I think. Because look how much more you get.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You're
spend
talking 162 games as opposed to 30?
anything more than $29.99 for the MLS.
I'm going to tweet you for my burners.
Did you see where they look like they played at like the back of a dumpster in the preseason game? There was not one person there. Not one person in sports media talked about the preseason. The season starts in 2 weeks. I can't wait to go to a game, but my gosh, $100 for MLS is ridiculous.
Yeah. But for the Cardinals, it seems reasonable.
Oh, it's a steal there.
I mean, if you're a big baseball fan like I am, that's your nightly TV watching from the 1st of April until however long they're in it. I mean, every day.
I pay even more than that since I subscribe to Spectrum. Like a total moron. Doug, good news for you. Mr. Licks is on the line. He is on the Steve Schmidt Kia North County phone lines.
Okay.
He wants to say farewell as we head to Jamaica. Good morning, Mr. Licks.
Okay.
KG, Mitt Romney. He's got binders full of sponsees.
Was that it?
He came in hot.
That was my rap. Did anyone get that reference?
Yeah, KG's got sponsors.
Yeah, but Doug, you remember Mitt Romney's binders?
I don't really.
He had are you serious?
What do you have in those binders?
He had binders full of women.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Nice.
How do you not remember that?
I don't know. How long ago was it?
2012.
You expect my memory to go back 11 years?
Well, honestly, I should have known Tim would be the only one to get it.
Binders with women. Yeah, I
Iggy got it, but he's tending to some other business right now.
No, you said licks. I kind of dropped off.
I wish there was a chewable tablet that I could buy, but I don't hear anyone telling me about it anymore, so I don't know where to go.
Oh.
He's going
Blue Chew.
Iggy's live reads.
It was Blue Chew. Iggy didn't need it, so I guess the sponsor didn't re-up.
They sold so many tablets that they ran out of inventory and pulled the library.
Well, go ahead and make fun of it, but I talked to our sales rep. I don't know if she wants her name out there. That said, Blue Chew said that this is probably the most...
The greatest ads they'd ever heard. No
They said they're very happy with the ads, and this is probably one of their better markets. So.
And that was why they stopped doing it. That's
Well,
good.
they do it all the time. That's their marketing strategy. I don't know what they're good or bad. That's their strategy, not mine.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to question it, and you shouldn't either.
Does he know about when he gets his first payroll, direct deposit? There's a 10% tip to Tim for his efforts to keep the show alive?
Doug, I get a little taste from everybody.
Like you're the Godfather, and
great. Just a little taste.
Whatever we earn, we got to bring you a sack of cash.
Just a little taste.
He's got Wes Beak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take notes there, Marshall. This is how you do a call. Hey, there was a thread on the fan page yesterday about, I saw...
Well, what'd you see?
Sidetracked.
It was about Mount Rushmore chain restaurants. I'd like to submit mine.
Fascinating topic. Go ahead.
Number 1, Capitol Grill.
That's not a chain, is it?
Yeah.
I think you have to call it a chain. I think you
Okay.
would.
Number 2, 801 Chop.
Doug, is that a chain?
I don't know.
I think so.
Number 3, Uncle Julio's.
Okay.
Doug, there's a new one in
Number
Frontenac.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, Starbucks.
Starbucks. Is that a restaurant?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like a restaurant to me. Saw that Red Lobster on Watson and Crestwood's closing down permanently.
No!
Yeah. Yeah. That hurts. I mean, that hits right in the breadbasket.
Plaza, you're a Red Lobster guy, right?
Oh, dig it. Sure. Only when I got a gift card, though.
All right, I got to go. Shout out Anthony Kim, new Live player. See ya.
I think that was a fake story.
Anthony Kim, fake new live.
Like, it said like a 4-year, $110 million for Anthony Kim. That
Guys
can't.
have played golf in 15 years.
Yeah,
haven't
that cannot be right? That cannot be.
I don't know.
I did read a
Gotta
story
be
where they
fake
were talking to him.
Doug, are they talking AK?
I didn't read the story.
The guy's like hasn't even surfaced anywhere. No, it could be from that guy. What's his Twitter feed that's always wrong? Live Insider.
I don't know where it was from, but I just laughed. Like, no way he'd make it $30 million a year.
Would you guys be willing to go to Live to be the official radio show of the Live Golf Tour if they paid us like $60 million a piece?
Doug, I would sell my soul for way less than that. So yes,
I'd do it for $50,000.
Yeah,
not helping her.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
If they offer me $50,000, I'd say
don't negotiate lower. They're giving millions to everybody.
Well, yeah, I'll take the $1 million, but I said I would go if they offered me $50,000.
Okay. You take $50,000, I'm going to take $30 million.
You give me a little bit.
Vacation package? Still the same?
Guys, this guy, Mr. Licks, only goes to these places when he gets the free set menu meal to listen to a timeshare sale seminar ad in the mail. That's from Carlos Spicy Wiener. He is not a Mr. Licks guy, and he's been very outspoken.
Have you ever got caught in one of those vacation deal or something where all you had to do was listen to the sales pitch?
No.
Oh, brutal.
I don't
Absolutely
like talking
brutal.
to people on vacation.
No,
What are the conversion rate is, like percentage?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's rubes everywhere.
Well, there's people who can't say no, I guess.
Well, I'll believe Licks more when he's honest with us. When you
What's he being dishonest about?
everything. Just
no one in
Even his
just
Mount
tell us.
Rushmore?
Just tell us when you get your Groupons.
No one from Huntley gives a top 5 fast food list. Chains guaranteed.
Not usually.
He did kind of have more elite restaurants.
But I'm sure they hit fast food. I mean, they're humans just like the rest of us.
Because they won't let things in there. They won't let a White Castle in there. They won't even let you have a gas station.
No, but they drive. Ledoux doesn't have them either. But that doesn't mean everybody like Jackson, who grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth, can't find their way to a Chick-fil-A every now
Is
and then.
Ledoux like worried that if they put a White Castle in, like they're going to be like crime?
Property values will plunge.
How?
Riff-raff. The pores
Smell.
go in there.
The smell?
I don't know. I don't know why.
It smells bad.
Bring it up with Ledoux City Council. I'm not the ambassador of Ledoux. I've never lived there in my life.
Ledoux Ambassador Jackson Burkett with us now. Doug, it is Friday. It's 9:39. We have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day coming up, giving away 2 tickets to Adam Sandler. But now it's time for the Bertarelli Cutlery Cuts of the Week.
Hit the lever, Plowsy.
Cuts of the Week are brought to you by Bertarelli Cutlery. Visit them on the Hill or online at bertarellico.com. Cut 1.
Doug, here's Mike Francesa talking about his acting in Uncut Gems.
Okay.
Featuring Adam Sandler.
All right, hit the lever, Plowsy.
Which is our prize for the Design Air.
Ben in Illinois. Mike, I really liked you in Uncut Gems. Have you ever thought about doing more acting or been approached? Has anybody else contacted me about doing any acting? The answer is no. They have not. Would I listen? Absolutely. I love doing it. I really liked working with Sandler, but I do like doing it. I did like doing it. I think it comes fairly naturally to me. I didn't need a lot of takes, although they do a lot of takes anyway. See, I'm always a guy that likes to do things in one take.
You just said you didn't
in my
act.
profession. I like to handle things live. That's always been my way. I had 2 scenes. I wound up doing, one was at the table when he came into the restaurant. The other one was in the kitchen when I was yelling at the guy about the Caesar salad. And he was making a big bet. And he gave me a watch. I did the one at the table. We probably did like 15 or 20 takes. The one in the kitchen, which was very hot, we probably did about 8 takes. Something like that. But I enjoyed doing it. I was there for one day, and it was a lot of fun. Would I do it again? Absolutely. But again, they're gonna have to call me. I'm not seeking any roles or trying to get into the business. I'm not doing that.
Doug, there it is.
Take a pay cut. Yeah.
I mean, that was a 1:20 clip that could have been summed up in 10 seconds.
He kept saying how much he enjoyed
kept
it.
saying, I really enjoyed it.
He was good in it. I'll give him that.
Cut
2.
Doug, that's when you know you might need to call an audible as we move toward Youngstown, Ohio.
Yes, let's welcome Ken Earhart.
I bet he was a big hit.
He was. I mean, learning.
So you were there?
No, Learn and AD both posted on their Facebook page video of him playing guitar.
Yeah, he's good.
I'll go to AD's Facebook page and see what he said.
Okay, we'll pause here.
Colin in Wyckoff. What's up, Colin?
You can do something else while I just,
No, you go ahead and scroll.
I just can't remember the name of the bar. It was. Yeah, he must have put it on Twitter. Or
No, take your time.
Doug, this is what the show he's scrolling through Facebook.
Talking about Ken and Hart. What's it been?
Tim, before we get to hearing about two of the biggest comedians in the history of the game coming to St. Louis last night, here's a story about a weatherman playing at a bar.
Must be on her.
We'll keep scrolling. We got 3 hours.
It might be on her regular page. I don't
Okay.
know. It's popped up twice. Maybe it's on Instagram. I don't know.
Whose page are you looking at?
Both.
Oh, Learn and someone else.
Oh, Learn.
Yeah.
Well, when you find it, just give a whistle and we'll wake up.
You can go back to regular programming. I'll go.
I love hearing the time kill music.
I've got Instagram here.
What's it?
That's brothers. Type in Ken
the
Ehrhardt.
audience wants to talk Chris Rock and Chappelle. Ken then proceeds to talk about his weekend with every excruciating detail. It's from the Hunchback of Von Castle. Guys, if you were betting it, the 718 is when Learn hit. Guys, Herb Humphreys and the Nightside Players were awesome this weekend.
Got it covered. Nightside.
I don't know where it's at.
Herb Humphreys, Nightside.
So far, the two things Strode has tried to hijack with, he hasn't pronounced the name right and can't think of where they were. This is amazing to listen to. It's the old Appleton stepdad. I don't know. Rocking chair Doug and a very cold old Appleton this morning.
Yeah.
Maybe Lauren's listening this morning. Just text Tim.
Why would she listen?
Text him.
You want her to stop what she's doing and text her husband? Or our Tim?
Tim. That way I don't have to.
Doug, that didn't answer your question.
No, I gave you 2 Tims.
Our Tim.
Okay. You want her to text Tim what bar Kent Ehrhardt was playing in on Saturday.
If she's up and listening to the show.
Cut.
3.
I have an idea for you. Perhaps,
here we go. What do we
Perhaps a
have?
money-making idea. Instead of Pepper and Genie, you do 10 or 15 minutes of ASMR with that microphone.
I could do an ASMR, and I guarantee it will get 50,000 views.
Well, yeah, then this was what you need to be doing.
Well, we didn't get quite the million.
We didn't get the million we thought that we get with the.
Yellowstone breakdown.
I think we got
Who's we?
550 total. 550.
I think people would tune in to hear it.
Did we even get to 1,000?
Oh God, no.
No.
That's I don't know. I figured if you tag Yellowstone, people want to look for Yellowstone and they see recap, they just click on it. That's shocking to me that it didn't get to 1,000.
Well, your ASMR podcast would.
It would. Well, I would probably. I would do it probably from the mouth up.
From the mouth up.
And nobody wants to see me. You have to get pretty close to these things.
Well, if it's just a podcast, they wouldn't see you at all. They just hear you.
Stephen Wild would like to bet you $1,000.
I'd have to do YouTube.
Well, Steve would still be the one watching.
No, because
it. He'd
that's
still
where you
put
get
up
the
numbers.
views on YouTube.
Well.
Oh,
I don't.
I mean, I see the crappiest ASMR videos. The person I saw one the other day. The person had like 200 followers, but she had 75,000 views on the YouTube ASMR.
Well, you could be that.
Now, what sucks is that for her is that people watched it. They could have easily just hit subscribe, and she could have picked up 70,000 subscribers, but they didn't.
The breathing is out of control. It sounds like James Gandolfini's eating a sandwich in there. Jesus, that's from Aunt Peg. Doug won the Fan Page Club Championship.
Where's this breathing coming from?
We better take a break.
Mr. Licks is now wanting to bet. He says he's got $100 that the ASMR video does not get 50,000 views.
Yeah, because I know what people like.
That's
I know
a lot
what
of
I
views.
like.
It's a lot of views.
And I know that when I see like a haircut video that I love the sound of those scissors, those are great scissors, I'll look and see it has 750,000 views.
Well, why don't you try
If I
it
see
then?
one, I watch it. It's not the clippers. It's a girl who likes to just make noises. All right, a little off the top. Okay, clip, 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 clip.
Oh.
I look at it. She's got 2,000 views. Nobody's looking at that crap.
Oh. And those were the cuts of the week.
Yeah, good week, everybody. Good week.
Yeah. Quality journalism is what that was.
Kind of sends a message. We've posted our number.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Journalism.
HD2 shows?
Underlined and in capital letters.
That's got to be tough when somebody goes out and posts a number like that and you're still you're on number 8.
Right.
You still got 10 more holes. And you're like, I don't think I can get where those guys are.
Yeah, raised a red flag. White flag, I guess.
Either flag.
Red flag would work, too.
Red flag.
Yeah. Well, it's a red flag that you're that far behind, so then you take out the white one.
It's a red flag if you don't have a financial advisor, and that's why you call Mark Hanna, 314-889-0503. You need a financial advisor. How about Mark Hanna? EvergreenSTL.com. And, Doug, you called him the great communicator.
I have never one time called him the great communicator. He's a heck of a life Sherpa.
He is.
And a wonderful financial advisor. Yeah, I use him. He's great. He's fantastic. The great communicator, that's Ronald Reagan. But I don't think
Hanna
Ronald
was the
Reagan
original.
knew finances like
Who's had more impact in America?
Yep.
Obviously, Mark.
I agree.
Probably.
Doug, you said a mouthful when you said Mark Hanna's the great communicator, because he is.
I didn't say that. Tim said I said that, but I didn't.
Doug, I'm really shocked that
Do you want us
think
to play it back?
He the great communicator. When you all along you said Reagan before.
Ronnie is the great communicator.
314-889-0503. Work with a financial advisor, period. And I would recommend working with Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency has 303 5-star reviews on Google. And, Doug, give me a number, any number between 1 and 10.
8.
Right. I'm going to now go to the Google reviews.
Okay.
And whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody can follow along. You're going to see Jim Judge's review.
Okay.
You count down from the top. Jim Judge says this. Earlier this summer, I had a situation with a local repair shop damaging my vehicle. Long story short, a wheel came off on the highway. The shop's insurance company was dragging its feet, and Stephanie really stepped up and helped get the ball rolling. Great service, Jim Judge. Yep.
That's a big problem. Your wheel comes off on the highway.
Yeah, Jim Judge ran into it.
Isn't that what happened to Iggy's car when that semi
No, his
rolled over him?
vaporized.
I was sitting in the middle of the road with a steering wheel in my hand. That's it.
Just like a cartoon, the whole front axle came
Looking
off?
around, I had nothing. There were some tires laying there and nothing. 15 minutes later, after I called Tim, told him I wasn't coming in, I got a text from Jamie Burkhardt. Iggy, I hope you're okay. I'm glad you're okay. Don't worry about a thing. There'll be a car waiting for you when you get to the station.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah.
So, Mike, yes, my car vaporized.
Yeah.
314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. And he's my insurance agent. I'd love to see him become yours as well. It's James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency.
Can I tell you something about James
Your
real quick?
insurance, I'm going to finish the spot and then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did.
If your insurance
tried to hijack a commercial.
No, I was going to give James a shout out.
If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton State Farm. Maggie, what do you have?
It was probably 3 weeks ago. And I called James. I said, yeah, when I get a new car, I'm thinking about I'll go through you for apartment insurance and car insurance. He goes, Iggy, I'm happy that you want to be with me, but I know your insurance agent. He's a good dude. Stay with him.
Wow.
Oh.
How about that, Doug?
And I like my insurance agent. I've been with him for over 20 years. And he belongs to Westboro. You know him. But I always like to take care of our sponsors. And he said, your guy is good. Stay with him.
I'm with James. My dude. He's helped me out a ton.
Man, I liked whatever dialect that was right
my
there.
dude.
My dude.
Yeah.
I love James.
We got a billion emails here for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Because we're giving away Adam Sandler tickets. The people have responded. Here we go. Keep in mind, Jaguar could win the month with a win today. Good morning, fellas. Something happened on yesterday's show that just slipped past everyone, and I thought it prudent to call attention to it. About 5 minutes into segment 2, we got this gem from Iggy regarding the golf video. Quote, I didn't even ask him. I told Tim. I said, I just saw Joey, and I just can't bring myself to ask him again how it's going. He probably saw me and was in the back of his head. Iggy didn't ask me, but I know he wanted to. Now, I may be off here, but isn't the implication of this statement Iggy taking credit for getting Joey to work on the golf video by literally doing nothing at all? Iggy didn't ask about it, didn't offer to help, didn't even look at the guy. By his mere presence alone, Iggy got this golf video complete. Incredible work by the Uncut Gem. Toodaloo, that's from Dingle My Berries.
Dingle My Berries.
Well, I said hi to him, and you're just making things up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Dear Idahoan, as followers, HD2 Radio and American Nationals, Kiefer and I are preparing for our trip to Ocho Rios.
Kiefer.
We are sharing our room with a very rugged and handsome bloke who goes by the name Teddy Bruschi. We will all share a twin bed and one turlet as well. The jerk chicken from the Jerk Shack will result in a party in me bowels. The thick, sumptuous waist plastered to the side of the bowl is an aphrodisiac.
Oh.
As Kiefer squats and moans in despair, Brewski and I will be feeding each other tropical fruits and roasted goat on a stick while sipping tequila and turlet water.
Oh,
Should be a fun trip. I hope to see you fellas there. Best, that's from a boy who cried wolf, a.k.a. Wolf Boy.
Wolf Boy. We haven't heard from him in a while.
They're coming out
thankfully.
today.
I did have goat down there.
Hey, guys, I feel like Iggy is much overdue for a compliment. Aside from a brief hiccup where he got into the semantics of whether a pork chop is pig or cow, yesterday's beef live read was incredibly well done. Concise, smooth, convincing. I actually went to the website. Also, can you guys dig up the epic blow-up drop from Doug earlier in the year when he screams, you, it's all about you at Iggy. Iggy's attempt to compare his ESPN producing opportunity to Tim's New York broadcast opportunity made me think of it. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Enjoy Jamaica, gentlemen. I hope Iggy actually has that passport and makes the trip. Best, that's from Dogtown Ty DBA. Our morning show is kind of irreverent. What's the word? Irreverent?
Dogtown Ty.
Do we have an audio email?
Yeah, we got a song from Cookie the Dwarf.
Oh, Doug, here you go.
It's in the audio fun folder.
Okay. Go ahead and hit the fun folder. Let's give it a whirl. This is kind of new. This is exciting.
It's called Cucky Cuck Song. I just put it in there.
Okay.
Boiled chicken for you, boiled chicken for me. Eat boiled chicken with pepper and genie. I eat boiled chicken and a side of fish. Make it for Doug, he's so delish. Put that stink in the microwave. Smells like it's been in there for days. This show is dumb, this song is dumb, but it means so much to some. Because when I was feeling alone, this show felt like my home. The voices we all know, like that cutie Kenny Strode. I guess Jackson likes the NBA, and for Plowsy I definitely turn gay.
Oh.
But there's one thing we all say, Tim is great. Tim is great.
Okay, stop.
Doug, the climax was something we all shared.
Cucky the Dwarf.
With an audio submission.
Right. That was new.
Etch-a-Sketch, proud sponsor of the Iggy Dinner with Your Wife show. Hours of entertainment. Draw a picture of Iggy and your significant other staring into each other's eyes. Draw a picture of your wife paying for dinner. Shake it up and the pictures disappear. Just in the nick of time for you to draw a pic of your beloved betrothed. After sex throwing up in a pedestal sink. Basically hours of madcap fun. Doug, that's from, I guess the first name is Rock, the middle name is Maya, and then the last name is Wet As.
Rec Maya Wetties. I think you pronounced it wrong.
I just want to clear the air and tell Iggy that I am in the 3% of the pie chart. I'm just doing a bit. I've met Iggy in person, and he could not have been nicer to me. He takes a lot of grief on the radio because sometimes he repeats the same stories, and sometimes those stories have different endings each time they're told. He takes heat because he doesn't know how to download his airline ticket, or he dated a Vikings cheerleader who may or may not have been in high school at the time. So what if you're guaranteed you can throw a baseball 68 miles an hour and failed miserably? Who cares if you promised to run for mayor but gave up when you found out you had to do the slightest amount of paperwork? Who cares if you tweet at young females who briefly appear in a commercial? People call them things like Papa, Orange Julius, and the nervous seafood chef. When I call Iggy Oreen's favorite confused little busman or a heavy-breathing skeleton with skin, it's all in good fun. I'm sorry if I ever hurt your feelings, Ken. I don't do it often, but when I do come after Coach Strode, I really am just doing a bit and engaging in some light-hearted ball busting. The work he does with the Megan Meyer Foundation and his good-hearted nature often gets overlooked, and he's one of the best parts of TMA. I say one of the best parts because Tim is clearly the best.
Oh.
Don't let the texters get you down, man. Have a good trip to Jamaica, everyone. I hope you have lots of sex at the orgy. That's in the JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach.
Who would have thought that an awful call from a dude posing as a mom from a local high school calling in to ask about the business model of TV commercials would lead us down the rabbit hole of how 80% of Iggy's Twitter likes are tweets by Learn? Because, of course, Iggy had to hijack the conversation to confess that he tracked down some girl with blue hair and straight legs in order to tweet at her how great she was in a commercial in which she was on screen for less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was about 2 seconds.
Speaking of awful calls, this Listener of the Month contest is really bringing out the worst of the worst. Can we please get back to previewing the Jamaica trip? Plowsy's got his carry-on bag loaded with Twinkies. Iggy's willing to do an MMF with some random strangers or a 75-year-old at the bar by herself, but they'll need to come up and talk to him. He's not doing any work inside or outside of the bedroom. I predict Iggy just hangs out in his room pleasuring himself to videos of that blue-haired girl stuffing her face. If the over is going to cover, Jackson's going to need to seal the deal either with his porn star roommate or some otter board op from Cleveland.
Oh.
Like that's Buck Swope.
Oh, Buck Swope with a nice little email.
And finally, Dear Roger Lodge, it's me again. I loved you on Blind Date, but the reason for my inappropriate message to you today is to get the contact info for the guy who plays your son on the most recent commercial you're in, where you're hawking gold and silver investment guides. You see, I fancy myself a bit of a star maker, so I was thinking the actor playing your teenage son, who helps you put the chain back on his bike, might get a bit of value from having me, a vaguely employed HD2 radio personality from Bridgeton, send him an unsolicited Twitter DM to say he's doing a pretty good job. If he's hesitant to share his info, just tell him I'm the guy who did the straight-to-the-web interview with the bald guy who played neighbor number 2 in the Nugenix testosterone replacement commercial endorsed by Frank Thomas. If he can't find it on the timeline, I clog up with my own thoughts. Tell him it's after the pixelated photo of me sucking on a dilly bar from the comfort of a stained futon. But just before the weekly ransom video I post where I boil trade deal street meat for the husbands of the women I'm dating. Thanks, that's from Jaguar. Have fun in Jamaica, fellas. It's cool to see you guys have the opportunity to do a remote from somewhere other than the bread aisle, the Aldi's of Zumbell.
We were never at Aldi's.
We did one of those.
We were at a grocery store on the hill a couple times.
The street downtown at like 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Doug, there it is. That's the design area.
Well, there were some good ones. There were some good ones, but with the effort that Cucky the Dwarf put in to write that song and sing it, deliver it, I'm going to vote for Cucky the Dwarf.
Yeah, this is a good batch of emails. And there's not a station in the country that talked about that girl today, so we gave her some love.
Huge. This is the girl that was on the commercial for 2 seconds?
Nobody else in the country talked about her.
Why would they?
We did, and she got a little love today. I'm with Doug only because he sang an Adam Sandler-type song, which means he wants to go to Adam Sandler. We haven't heard from him in a while. I'm going with Cucky the Dwarf.
Cucky the Dwarf is one. The Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day, and is going Adam Sandler on February 10th at the Enterprise Center. Jackson and I are heading down the hall. We're going to deal with it, Doug. The Blues lost last night. Jackson's responsible. So
it's on you too.
The 6-shooter will start the show off, and then Jeremy Rutherford in studio, and we're going to go deep diving today with JR as this thing unravels. So your questions for him are welcome on Balloon Party on 101 ESPN, driven by Munganess, St. Louis. Accurate time for us to shut it down. The next time you will hear from us will be in Jamaica. Doug, live from Sandals Ocho Rios.
Okay, that's
We fly there via American Airlines tomorrow morning and engage in multiple orgies.
That's not the
We'll all be drinking Red Stripe at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
And time for us to shut it down for the Plowhawk, for Action Jackson, for Kenneth Higgy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Sullivan Bonham, Tim McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Live from the Michelob